wants to say thank you to all the friends who have supported him from the moment he moved here to now. He also wants to thank his directors for believing in his potential and always having high hopes for him. After high school, he hopes to pursue his dream of going into biomedical engineering, helping the world be a better place. Next is Fabio Garcia, escorted by family and friends. Fabio wants to go to the military after high school. He wants to thank his band directors, Mrs. Kleck and Mr. Susswine, for everything. Next is Maggie Phillips, escorted by mom, dad, sister, and girlfriend. Maggie plans to go to university for biology, wanting to get her master's in biotechnology. She would like to thank her family for supporting her, especially her sister, who is her forever best friend. She would also like to thank everyone she met through school and band who have made such a difference in her life. Lastly, she would like to thank Robin Clifford, her coach, who continues to encourage her to be her best. Next is Mason Philippi, escorted by mom, dad, and friends. Mason wants to thank his parents, friends, and all his teachers for helping him get this far. He is going to Mercer Community College to study biology. Next up, we have Matthew Crosley, escorted by mom, brother, and sisters. Matthew would like to thank Mrs. Kleck, Mr. Susswine, and Mrs. Miller for helping him to become the musician he is today. His favorite band memory is performing Cleopatra at Nationals. After high school, he wants to pursue a doctorate in nuclear engineering. Next is Sam Ann Escano, escorted by mom, dad, grandma, and family. Sam would like to thank her directors, Ms. Clifford, Mrs. Miller, Mr. Susswine, and Mrs. Kleck for believing in her. Thank you to her family and friends for being her support system. After high school, she hopes to go to Monmouth University, entering their 3+3 program for biology, and to become a physician's assistant. Next up, we have Savannah Parham, escorted by mom, dad, and family. Savannah wants to thank her friends for making her laugh, helping her out when she needed it, and giving her memories that will last a lifetime. She also wants to thank the directors for their dedication to making everyone better, not just as performers, but as people. Next is Stephen Smolka, escorted by mom, dad, and family. Stephen wants to go to Mercer Community College for 2 years and transfer to another college after. He is currently undecided for his major, but he has an interest in education. He would like to thank his family and all of his friends who have supported him through his high school career. Next is CJ Manning, escorted by mom, dad, brother, and friends. CJ wants to thank all of his teachers and the band directors. He plans to go to Penn State for criminal justice and a minor in music and psychology. After college, he plans to join the FBI. Let's give a big round of applause for our band. The next group we're going to celebrate will be our cheerleaders. First up, we have Aaliyah Prophet, escorted by mom, dad, sisters, and friends. Aaliyah would like to thank her family, friends, coaches, and teammates for always pushing her to be her very best and supporting her. Her favorite cheer moment will always be competition, when they finally get to showcase what they worked so hard for all season. Cheer has been such a big part of her life and has taught her so much about hard work, patience, and dedication. She is still deciding where she'll go to college, but she plans to attend a 4-year university and later go to med school to become a pediatrician. Next, we have Angie Michelle Argueta Estrada, escorted by mom, dad, and sister. Angie is our Nottingham's Class of 2026 president and has been a cheerleader since the summer before her freshman year. She also served as a JV captain her sophomore year. She's active in the yearbook club, environmental club, and the school musical. Her favorite cheer memory is winning CDCs as a freshman. She plans to study architecture in college. Next, we have Daniela Ortega, escorted by mom, dad, brother, and sister. Daniela has been cheering for 2 years and was one of the captains this year. She wants to thank all her teammates for the memories made through each game, practice, and competition. She'd also like to thank Coach Sunny and Coach Marissa for their endless support and dedication that they have shown throughout the years. Not only have they helped her grow as a cheerleader, but also as an individual. After high school, she plans to go to a 4-year college to major in political science with a minor in legal studies, hopefully becoming a lawyer in the future. Next, we have Leah Hogan, escorted by mom, dad, family, and boyfriend. Leah has been cheering for 4 years and got the privilege to be one of the captains this year. She wants to thank her teammates for making every practice and game enjoyable. She would also like to thank her coaches, Sunny and Marissa, for believing in her and teaching her not only cheer, but life lessons. After school, she would like to continue her journey in cosmetology and work in a salon. Next, we have Miliani Santiago, escorted by mom, dad, and brother. Miliani would like to thank her family for always believing in her and loving her. She also wants to thank her grandma for loving her and thanks her coaches and team for pushing her to always be better. She plans to attend college in New York for criminal law. Next, we have Samelia Faithlin, escorted by friends. Samelia is the student treasurer and is involved in cheerleading. After high school, she plans to go to college to study and become a midwife while also continuing to help her community. She is thankful for her teachers, friends, cheer sisters, and family who supported her along the way. Next, we have Savannah Williams, escorted by mom and friends. Savannah wants to thank her mom and team for being supportive of her journey and thank her coaches for allowing her to grow in and around cheer under their supervision and guidance. After high school, she wants to pursue radiology. Next, we have Lucia Innocent. She is not walking here today with us. Lucky wants to thank all of her friends, family, and teachers who supported her throughout high school. After graduation, she plans to attend college, majoring in business on a pre-law track. She's excited for the next chapter and all the adventures ahead. Let's give a huge round of applause for our cheer squad. Next, we'll be celebrating our football seniors. First, we have Gus De Jesus III. Gus is escorted by mom, dad, and family. Gus wants to thank everyone who's helped him throughout high school. After he graduates, he plans to work in HVAC and become a firefighter. Next up, we have AJ Joseph, escorted by his cousins. AJ is going to Mercer Community College after high school, and he wants to be a mechanic or a lawyer. Next, we have Arms Gustav, escorted by family and friends. Arms plans to go to trade school to become either an HVAC technician or an electrician because he enjoys working with his hands and solving real problems. One of his biggest dreams is to live in Japan and explore everything the country has to offer. Next up, we have Christopher Alvarez, escorted by mom and brother. Christopher wants to thank his mom for supporting him and his brother for always being a guide for him during high school. He wants to pursue business, advertisement on top of playing college lacrosse in the future. Next, we have Dante Vasquez, escorted by mom, dad, family, girlfriend, and friends. Dante wants to thank all his teachers who have helped him. He is undecided about college, but he plans to go to college for business or general engineering. Sorry for that, everyone. We just have so many teammates supporting other teammates. Next, we have Diarvin Pena, escorted by mom, family, and friends. Diarvin is a dedicated football player who loves spending time with his friends and playing video games. Whether he's on the field competing or just relaxing, he always tries to make the most of every moment and has fun doing what he loves. Next, we have Ernesto Ortiz, escorted by mom, dad, and family. Ernesto wants to thank his family. They're always there for him when he needs someone to talk to. When someone doubted him, they stayed by him without hesitation. He would also like to thank his girlfriend. She's always there after a tough game and never fails to reassure him when there are doubts. After high school, he's going to pursue welding and get into the union. Next, we have Jackson Long, escorted by mom, grandparents, and family. Jackson would like to thank his coaches. After high school, he plans to become a firefighter and a welder. Next, we have Jean Basquet, escorted by mom, family, and friends. Jean would like to first thank God for everything, then thank his family and friends for being there for him and pushing him to be better. They all have a special place in his heart. We'd also like to give thanks to the coaching staff and the team for believing in him and seeing what he can do. He is still making his decisions on where he'll be going to college, but after high school, he's going to college for business and entrepreneurship. Next up, we have Joseph Septak, escorted by mom, dad, family, and coach. Joseph would like to thank his dad for introducing him to football and teaching him all he knows about the game. He also wants to thank his mom for all she does for him and the team, and his siblings for their unwavering support. Also, thank you to Coach Emerson for your guidance, support, and for always pushing him to be my best both on and off the field. Next, we have Malcolm Brickhouse. Malcolm is escorted by mom, family, and friends. He would like to thank the coaches for giving him the great experience of playing the sport he loves. Big shout out to athletic trainer John for getting him back on his feet. He is going to study business management after high school. Next, we have Ricardi Cherry, escorted by mom, brother, family, and friends. Ricardi would like to thank everyone who's helped him throughout high school. After high school, Ricardi wants to be a construction worker. Lastly, we have Ted Mondesir. Ted is escorted by his mom, dad, sister, and friends. Ted would like to express his gratitude to all his teachers for their support throughout his high school journey. Although he has not yet decided on where to go to college, he plans to pursue a degree in criminal justice. Ted's goal after high school is to go to the police academy to become a police officer. Let's give a huge, huge, huge round of applause for all of our North Star seniors.
Bucks and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, Visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
This is Marty Flynn. Along with Joseph Stillwell, we're running for the New Jersey Assembly in LD 14. We're proud to be a sponsor of this game today between two outstanding teams. We both know that athletics and other co-curricular activities like cheerleading, band, color guard, and performing arts are a major part of student growth, school culture, family values, and understanding team commitment. As your representatives in the New Jersey Assembly, we will bring that same commitment to making New Jersey affordable again, addressing skyrocketing property tax, energy costs, and school funding. We will address Hamilton's water crisis, the proposed 60% rate increase, and most of all, the safety of the water. We'll provide the checks and balances needed. Thank you and enjoy the game. This announcement has been paid for by Friends of Flynn Stillwell, 25.
Re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. Hamilton Councilman Anthony Carabelli, Rick Ty, and Chuddy Whalen are proven leaders who have kept Hamilton moving forward. They work hard to keep Hamilton affordable and are fighting to ensure we have clean drinking water. They have advocated for good projects like bringing CHOP to Hamilton. On November 4th, let's re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. The preceding message paid for by Hamilton Township Democratic Committee.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
This is Marty Flynn. Along with Joseph Stillwell, we're running for the New Jersey Assembly in LD 14. We're proud to be a sponsor of this game today between two outstanding teams. We both know that athletics and other co-curricular activities like cheerleading, band, color guard, and performing arts are a major part of student growth, school culture, family values, and understanding team commitment. As your representatives in the New Jersey Assembly, we will bring that same commitment to making New Jersey affordable again, addressing skyrocketing property tax, energy costs, and school funding. We will address Hamilton's water crisis, the proposed 60% rate increase, and most of all, the safety of the water. We'll provide the checks and balances needed. Thank you and enjoy the game. This announcement has been paid for by Friends of Flynn Stillwell 25.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. Hamilton Councilman Anthony Carabelli, Rick Ty, and Chuddy Whalen are proven leaders who have kept Hamilton moving forward. They work hard to keep Hamilton affordable and are fighting to ensure we have clean drinking water. They have advocated for good projects like bringing CHOP to Hamilton. On November 4th, let's re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. The preceding message paid for by Hamilton Township Democratic Committee.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
This is Marty Flynn. Along with Joseph Stillwell, we're running for the New Jersey Assembly in LD 14. We're proud to be a sponsor of this game today between two outstanding teams. We both know that athletics and other co-curricular activities like cheerleading, band, color guard, and performing arts are a major part of student growth, school culture, family values, and understanding team commitment. As your representatives in the New Jersey Assembly, we will bring that same commitment to making New Jersey affordable again, addressing skyrocketing property tax, energy costs, and school funding. We will address Hamilton's water crisis, the proposed 60% rate increase, and most of all, the safety of the water. We'll provide the checks and balances needed. Thank you and enjoy the game. This announcement has been paid for by Friends of Flynn Stillwell 25.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
14. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. Hamilton Councilman Anthony Carabelli, Rick Ty, and Chuddy Whalen are proven leaders who have kept Hamilton moving forward. They work hard to keep Hamilton affordable and are fighting to ensure we have clean drinking water. They have advocated for good projects like bringing CHOP to Hamilton. On November 4th, let's re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. The preceding message paid for by Hamilton Township Democratic Committee.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Oh, good.
This is Marty Flynn, along with Joseph Stillwell. We're running for the New Jersey Assembly in LD 14. We're proud to be a sponsor of this game today between two outstanding teams.
It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Nottingham High School in Hamilton Township, this is the Trentonian pregame show on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's battle of Clock in the Road between Nottingham and Steinert is brought to you by the following sponsors: Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Capital Health System, Kessel Dermatology, the New Jersey Education Association, Friends of Flynn Stillwell 25, Saul Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Democratic Co., Chris Auto Body, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Hamilton Township Division of Health, Haldeman Ford, and the Hamilton Township Education Association, Italian People's Bakery, and of course, the Trentonian. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to the WBCB Sports Network. alongside Rich Fisher. I'm Andrew Myers, Ava Fife, and Brian O'Neill along for the ride. Fish, always exciting matchup here. The Battle of Clockner Road, Nottingham and Steinert. But these two teams coming into this matchup on different spectrums here in the final week of the regular season. Steinert with a 5-2 record, coming off a tough loss against Hopewell last week, trying to stake their claim and make a postseason berth.
Easy, big guy.
Excuse me. As Nottingham is 1-7 under 7th-year head coach Milo McGuire. It's been a rough season all year long, but they can maybe try to salvage something here in a rivalry matchup against a crosstown rival.
Yeah, I mean, usually you don't consider a 5-2 team against a 1-7 team as like a, ooh, can't wait for this game, you know, but this is different, you know, and you know, Andrew, from growing up in the township, you know, this is the Battle of Clockner Road. I like to call it the Clockner Clash with a K-L-A-S-H, but somehow that never catches on. But, you know, two teams on the same road, just 2 to 3 miles away from each other. And it's one of those classic matchups where the cliche of throw the records out the window come into play. You know, Steinert's having a really good year. Nottingham's having a really tough year, trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. But this game's usually a war, as all 3 of these township round robin games are. And of course, we have the added significance of the Joe Logue Trophy, which goes to the team that can win this round robin series between Nottingham, Steinert, and Hamilton. And having lost to Hamilton, Nottingham needs to beat Steinert today and then hope the Spartans beat the Hornets on Thanksgiving, which would force a 3-way tie for the prize. If Steinert wins, then the Thanksgiving victor takes home the trophy, named after the late, great Trentonian sports writer. So it sets up, there's stuff to play for both teams in this game.
Yeah, well, the Spartans coming in today with a 5-2 record. They're 3-1 now in the West Jersey Football League Capital Division. Tough loss last week against Hopewell. They were down 3 at the half, shut out in the second half, and that pretty much ended their divisional title hopes there. But the Spartans, they bounced back before from a loss earlier this season to win 5 straight before that loss last week, and they're going to be coming in hungry here to try to cement their place in the playoffs. And look no further than Isaac Pate. He's been their guy all season long.
Absolutely. If the Spartans want to win, they'll need another big game from their super back. The seniors rushed for 1,120 yards this year, and his past 3 games, he's gone for 604 yards, an average of 201 per game. Now, that didn't help last week in the loss to Hopewell, but listen, if they gave out an MVP for Mercer County football, this kid would be right in the mix. And it's interesting, we were talking last week about how he had not been getting many college looks, and a very influential and successful Mercer County coach over the years. He's not coaching this year, but he heard about that, and he's taken an interest, and he's going to start looking at some contacts to try to get Pate recruited. So that's some good news.
Yeah, and then this game, we talk about the 2 different teams coming in on opposite sides of the spectrum. For Nottingham, it might be their last game of the season, best team of the regular season. They could get a crossover game potentially for the postseason, but the Northstars, on senior day here, they got a good crowd. They got to have some juice. It's been a frustrating season, but you can try to finish on a high note and go into next year with a little bit of confidence, beating one of our crosstown rivals.
Right, and listen, we talk about Pate, but this could be a battle of strength against strength. In the last 4 games, Nottingham's only allowed a total of 248 rushing yards, which is just 62 per game. But this is the best back the Northstars have seen since going against Hopewell's Ethan Valenza. So we'll see if they can contain Pate. They'll probably key in on him and see if Steinert can pass the ball, which is something the Spartans have not done much this season. John LaGorda, the sophomore, has thrown for just 573 yards and 3 TDs. He's been picked off 6 times. But he is a sophomore, so you see flashes of really good stuff and then some sophomore mistakes. If he manages the game and lets Pate do his stuff, the Spartans are okay. But if Nottingham can continue to, stop the running game, what Nottingham has to do, they have to get a sputtering offense going. In their 7 losses, they've scored just 60 points, which is less than 9 per game. Things have been unstable at quarterback, 3 different guys manning the position. They started with Dante Vasquez, went to James Rumpf, who came out injured against Hamilton. And last week it was Ted Mondesser the past 2 games. So we'll see who's behind the center today. Steinert would like to clamp down a little better on defense than it did last week. Hopewell rushed for nearly 300 yards, but the Stars don't have a back as talented as Valenza. And Rumpf and Mondesir have both rushed for about 260 yards. Again, stats are kind of moot in these township games, and while Steinert has a chance of possibly moving up to 5th in the Central Jersey Group 3 is where Coach Thaddeus Richards thinks they'll end up, in Central, not South. Nottingham would love nothing more than to play spoiler and knock them down to possibly 7th. Right now, Steinert's 12th overall in South Jersey 4, so it's hardly your usual end of the regular season game between a team that's winning and a team that's struggling. It should be a battle, pal. Let's see how it plays out, but I don't think it can't be as exciting as the game you were at last night.
Oh, unbelievable matchup at Ewing High School last night. The Blue Devils clinching their first division title since 2021, WJFL Valley Division title over Hamilton West.
We're going to talk about that game at halftime.
Yes,
when we give our scores. I'll give you the highlights, and Andrew will give us the sense of what it was like to be there since he covered the game for NJ.com. So it had to be, if not the game of the year, one of the games of the year, that's for sure.
Well, certainly the most unbelievable finish I've ever seen in my 26 years of existence, and especially covering sports too in the last 4 or 5 years or so. So yeah, exciting stuff at Ewing last night. We'll see if there's exciting stuff in store today at Nottingham. Take a quick break and come back with kickoff on the other side of this one.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. Hamilton Councilman Anthony Carabelli, Rick Ty, and Chuddy Whalen are proven leaders who have kept Hamilton moving forward. They work hard to keep Hamilton affordable and are fighting to ensure we have clean drinking water. They have advocated for good projects like bringing CHOP to Hamilton. On November 4th, let's re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. The preceding message paid for by Hamilton Township Democratic Committee.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Today's game between Nottingham and Steinert is brought to you by Chris Auto Body. Chris Auto Body hopes you are enjoying today's game, and it's over 20 minutes away from Hamilton Township and Fairless Hills. Chris Auto Body is a family owned and operated by Hamiltonians and has been in business over 60 years. They'll handle all auto body repairs and work with all insurance companies. Free estimates, complete auto body repairs, lifetime warranties, auto glass repair, detailing, paintless dent repair, even on-site car rental. Hand off your auto body repair work to the team that handles everything, including pickup and delivery. Chris Auto Body with 3 locations, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, and also in Lamberville and New Hope.
So you check the numbers and everything's kosher?
That looks like it, yes sir.
That's what we like to hear.
I will have to get confirmation though. We do have a number 1 down there, which is James Rumpf's regular number. See number 1 down on the sideline. Nottingham wearing the nice alternate yellow uniforms today, yellow jerseys I should say, left to right, taking it, and a little bit of trouble handling the kickoff is Nico Feniello. Feniello to the right side, and he'll get up to about the 25-yard line, and that's where the Spartans will start on offense with sophomore quarterback John LaGorda under center. LaGorda hasn't done much passing this year, just 573 passing yards. He's done pretty well on the ground, though. But not as of late, just 5 carries for 11 rushing yards in the last 2 games. Before that, in the first 5 games of the season, he was averaging 57 yards per game.
Yeah, that's I guess maybe people are starting to pick up on that quarterback draw that they've been running, but he can still, when the pocket breaks down and no receivers are open, he can scamper. Got those young legs of a sophomore.
Spartans.
Excuse me.
Spartans lived on the ground last week against Hopewell Valley. LaGuardia finished with just 21 passing yards, and they'll start on the ground today. That one up the middle.
Yeah, both teams lived on the ground last week.
Isaac Tate with the carry, short gain.
And
Tackled by Antonio Davila of the North
Snyder
Star.
coming out in the no huddle.
2nd and 5, Spartans.
here's a snap. Another give to Pate up the middle. And this is the left side.
DeBreus with the carry.
Excuse me, yeah, it's Jeff DeBrew. I thought I was seeing that number correct. It is number 0, Jeff DeBrew.
All right.
Not Isaac Pate, number 1.
Tackle for the North Star.
Looks like Isaac Pate is standing right next to the stick, the marker over there on the far sideline. 3rd down for the Spartans. They're back to pass LaGuardia to the right side, and it's caught by Isaiah Pate. And he's pushed out of bounds short of the line to gain, and now a late flag coming in. A little bit of pushing and shoving on the sideline.
North Star, short gain. Penalty marker on the play.
See what the flag is. Spartans right now facing a 4th down.
Yeah, I don't think they got a yard on that, did they? Look like same line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard.
And it's going to be on sportsmanlike conduct called on the North Stars.
Sportsmanlike conduct on the North Star.
See, and that's been a Nottingham problem. I mean, you had them stopped. You had them punting. And now you give them, literally hand them a 1st down.
1st and 10, Spartans.
Steiner did that last week in their game against Hopewell.
The Spartans will get a fresh set of downs at their own 49-yard line. Still Jeff DeBrew in there in the backfield. No Isaac Pate. And now the North Stars jump. Can't get back. It's going to be another penalty on Nottingham.
That's not a, you know.
Coachman on the North
be
Stars.
disciplined.
1st and 5, Spartans.
Certainly not the start the North Stars were looking for.
Yeah, not that way, no.
Spartans now already in opposing territory. Here's 1st and 5 from the Nottingham 46, and now we're getting down to the flag. I think this one's going to be on the Spartans. It is. False start. And they'll give those 5 yards right back.
Back and forth we go.
Pushes them back 5.
It's a noon starfish, not a 10 o'clock start. You think these guys are a little more awake, but
You would think.
especially for this rivalry matchup. All right, so it's back to 1st and 10. Steinert 49. LaGuardia in the gun. Hands off to DeBrew, right side. And Jeff DeBrew gets 2, maybe 3 yards.
Gain of 3.
All this DeBrew. Pate's out there.
Pate now finally coming in. Yep.
Yay, Cardi! Sorry.
Got a little nervous there for a second.
Isaac Pate out there after DeBrew takes the first couple of carries for the Steinert offense. DeBrew came in today 181 rushing yards.
Did DeBrew have that first carry?
Yes, yes, it was all DeBrew. Here's Pate's first carry, and he takes a big hit. Wow, what a hit from Chris Alvarez.
Pate with the carry.
Gain of 1 on the play for Isaac Pate.
Wow. That's what you call meeting someone in ill humor.
3rd and 7, Spartans.
3rd and 7 for Steinert. Bunch to the right side with 3 receivers. Nobody on the left. Pate to the right of LaGuardia. LaGuardia back to pass. He's throwing. He's got him in, and it's caught. Alex Cirillo cuts back inside the red zone, and he's taken down.
Big play for LaGuardia and a big play for Steinert. We had mentioned how LaGuardia has not been throwing the ball much.
1st and 10, Spartans.
To throw it on a key play like that, a 3rd and 7, and get where are they? The 19?
Inside the red zone. First play here is to Pate, and he gets inside the 15 to the 14. Gain of 5 for Pate.
29-yard pickup.
Steiner had the 3 receivers to the right on that previous play, and then looked like Cirillo just broke through. Maybe some miscommunication from the Nottingham defensive backfield.
Yeah, it looked that way.
Cirillo with a nice catch and run inside the red zone. Now the Spartans are in business.
Excuse me? That's my daughter.
LaGuardia gives, and that one
I
drops.
said what I said.
Pate with the carry.
I said what I said.
Apologize for some coarse language you might be hearing on the
Tackled by Byron
fan
Demo for the Northstars.
crowd microphone.
Marker on the play.
There, because I want to sit next to her.
Flag on the play.
Sit right there. Say what I said.
Holding penalty on the Spartans, pushes them back.
A minor.
Back to the 24.
Second and 16.
Steiner now out of the red zone.
24-yard line of the Northstars.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Dame un momento, tío. Estoy strong. Vete para acá, papi.
Spartans averaged 33 points per game during that 5-game winning streak, and then were held to 13 against Hopewell last week in the 31-13 loss.
Yeah, Hopewell wanted to make a statement, and they did.
Gift Isaac Pate up the middle, finds some room, and gets a lot of that yardage back. Certainly takes away the penalty.
Tackled by James Rome for the Northstars.
Looks like Pate gets down to the 12-yard line, and it's going to be a 3rd and 3 for the Spartans.
3rd and 4, Spartans.
4-down territory for sure.
LaGuardia gives to Pate again. Pate bounces off a lineman and take it down at the 10, and both flags coming in. It looked like it was a face mask.
County marker on play.
Pate's head got twisted back a bit.
Yeah.
We'll await the official signal.
They're getting physical with Isaac Pate, that's for sure.
And it is going to be a face mask on the Northstars.
Marking it off from where? The 10?
Yeah, I don't see a ball on the field. I don't know what the delay is here. I don't see a ball down. Oh, there is a ball. Okay, at the 5-yard line. Spartans linemen were blocking it a little bit as they were getting the signals from the sideline.
Okay, so that was probably a half the distance.
1st and 5, 1st and goal, excuse me. LaGuardia back to pass. He's going to scramble out to the right now, try to run, and he's going to lose a yard on the play.
John LaGuardia with the carry.
Oh my God.
Nate Adoy was in there on the tackle.
Nate Udeye for the Northstars. 2nd and goal.
And LaGuardia looks like he's a little banged up on that play. They'll remain in the ball game, though. Spartans wearing their road grays today. And we do apologize, folks, for our technical difficulties with the camera going audio right now. And we'll hopefully get that sorted out sooner rather than later to get some visual for you today. Here's the snap on 2nd and goal. Pate bounces to the outside, breaks the tackle, but he's taken down. Good tackle from Ted Monster.
Yeah, Monster right on that.
Short game, 3rd and goal, Spartans.
Pate gets 2 to the 4, and it's going to be a 3rd and goal for the Spartans. Isaac Pate, he's been the bell cow back for this Spartans team for the last couple of seasons now.
Absolutely. You talk about a guy who just works hard, a guy his size to do what he does.
8 straight games with 120-plus rushing yards.
Yeah.
See if they give it to him on 3rd down here. 3rd and goal. LaGuardia's going to take it himself up the middle, and he's stuffed. Swarm of Northstars come in there for the tackle. One of them is Emilio Roman.
Carried by John LaGuardia.
LaGuardia gets 1 yard to the 3, and it's going to be 4th and goal for the Spartans. They do have a capable kicker in Matt James, but there's no hesitation here. They're going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, I think anything from 7 or 8 yards in, they're going to go.
Long look over to the sideline for the Spartans offense on this 4th and goal. And the Northstars make a defensive stop on the first drive of the day. 4th and goal from the 3. LaGuardia snaps, gives to Pate, right side, bounces off a tackler, and he's taken down. A flag is down, though. Flag is out. He is short.
Oh, that's another face mask. The flag was thrown as they were bringing him down.
Pate take it down short. It's going to be a hold called on the Spartans. Penalty is declined. Turnover on downs, and the Nottingham Northstars defense makes a huge stop on the opening drive.
They sure did. My goodness. And they played a strong defensive game last week against Notre Dame, and they're carrying it right over again today. And they look like they're making it a mission to stop Isaac Pate.
Northstars able to do that on the first drive.
Yeah, we've seen Isaac before get shut down and then all of a sudden explode. So you always got to be wary of him. We have the point guard back to try to get our audio back. Yay.
Yep. Big shout out to Brianne O'Neill for, again, the new equipment. And hopefully it's nice and clear for you on the screen now. And Colin Sumner.
Oh, Colin? Okay. Thank you, Colin.
All right, so Nottingham gets that big stop defensively, but now they're pinned back at their own 2-yard line, or 3-yard line, excuse me. Ted Monster, the quarterback, leading passer in the last 2 games for Nottingham. He's jacked the pass on this first play. Looking deep, left sideline, looking for G. Busquet. And Busquet makes the catch. Was he inbounds?
Looked it from here. No.
They say incomplete, yep.
Wow. Nice play, nice route, but, that's just tough. He must have been out by just a little bit.
Gene Busquet, the leading receiver for this Nottingham team. He averages 22.3 yards per reception this year, 446 total yards, 4 touchdowns. And the Northstars tried to break out from their own goal line on that first play, but unable to keep his feet in bounds.
Tough break for Nottingham.
Just past the midway point in the first quarter, Nottingham with their second offensive play of the day. He's getting chased now. Monster throws it over the middle, makes the catch. It's G. Busquet now cutting upfield on the right sideline, and he's got room to run with a couple of blockers. And Busquet is taken down past midfield. Quinion Simon chasing him down, but a huge gain for the Northstars.
I'll tell you what, we have seen Quinion Simmons make several touchdown-saving tackles this year in the secondary. But beyond that, what a play. Mondesir being chased, came close to getting brought down in the end zone for a safety, and alertly found Busquet, and then a lot of room to run. He had some blockers down the sideline. Big-time play for Nottingham. That's a 50-yard pickup right there.
Into Spartans territory. And the Northstars now bring out 4 wide receivers moving over in motion now is Ernesto Ortiz right to left, and then they'll bring Dante Vasquez. I know, the ball's on the ground. Vasquez bobbled it, picked up by the Spartans, and a turnover for Steinert's defense.
Oh, boy. That's just been the way it's been going for Nottingham this year. Something good followed by something bad. Did you see you recovered that?
Multiple motions on the play, and I didn't make out the number for the Spartans.
I saw Anthony Marine jumping up and down, but I'm not sure if that was him or not. Who fumbled that? Vasquez?
Well, it was a snap kind of like off of him because he was trying to motion.
Okay.
Some miscommunication, I guess, between the offensive line and quarterback Ted Monster, who's 3rd quarterback this season for the Northstars. So you can see how there might not be some consistency between the center and offensive line and the quarterback. But turnover for the Northstars, and now Steinert will take over in positive territory at the Nottingham 36. And before that play is called, we're going to get a timeout from Nottingham as Milo McGuire wants to slow it down a bit.
The Nottingham Marching Band Athletic Booster Club is selling band.
If you're Nottingham, you just got to be like,
all the Northstars fans here.
What have we done to deserve this?
Yeah, crusher there for Nottingham after a huge play to Gene Busquet. Next play, it's a fumble turnover for Nottingham, and then Steinert right back into great field position on their second drive of the day. Today's game brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. October is Crime Prevention Month, and Mercer County Prosecutor Janetta Marbury reminds everyone that we all play a role in promoting safety, awareness, and neighborhood unity. Crime prevention is most effective when residents, public safety agencies, businesses, houses of worship, and schools all work together. See something, say something. We need everyone to be involved and energized in their efforts to protect themselves, their family, and their property. Find out about programs and services offered by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office at www.mercercountyprosecutor.com.
That is important. You're right. See something, say something.
Yes, sir.
You can subscribe to that theory, pal.
Yes.
See what happens on the field? Say it.
That's part of my job. Pretty much is my
that
entire
is your job. Yeah. say. Say Myers. Whoa, look out.
LaGuardia fakes the pitch to DeBrew, and then he's going to just take it up the middle, and that doesn't work for the Spartans.
Yeah, he bobbled that when he got it. Both teams are having a little few issues here.
Malcolm Lusant, one of the 3 North Stars in there on the tackle.
2nd and 16 Spartans.
And if October Crime Prevention Month here in Mercer County, also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have a lot of pink out in the stands today at Nottingham.
Also Domestic Violence Month. If you see anybody dressed in purple, they are reminding everyone about domestic violence. It's a big month, October.
2nd and 15 now for the Spartans back at the Nottingham 41. In motion to the right side is Dante Francis, but they give it up the middle. And Jeff DeBrew gets 3 yards on the play up to the 38.
It's a tough 3 yards by DeGrew.
3rd and 13 Spartans at the 38-yard line.
Well, we said Nottingham has been tough against the run the last 4 games, and they continue to do so today.
LaGuardia back to pass on 3rd and long, and he overshoots a man. He had Matt Gill up the right sideline. It was a bit of a tight window, but overthrown regardless for LaGuardia. And
yep.
Spartan punting unit's going to come out.
Yeah, they're going to pin him.
Matt James, the kicking specialist for the Spartans, number 17, will be out to punt. Ted Monser back inside the 5-yard line to receive the kick for the North Stars.
James does not want to put this in the end zone. Wants to angle it. And
it's blocked! Blocked by the North Stars! Number 16, Saquon Colors Boyd blocks it, and it's picked up by Ernesto Ortiz.
Let's hear it for the North Stars!
Wow. There's another turn of events.
Saquon Colors Boyd breaking through the line and puts his hands up. I don't even know if he really realized it went off his.
I know.
It went off him.
First and 10 North Stars.
And another big momentum shifting play for the North Stars. They went right back to the Spartans on their last momentum shifting play, but let's see if Nottingham can capitalize here. They start their next drive at the Steinert 38.
Yeah, we went from 138 to the other on that black punt, and I mean they were on him. Who had the recovery? That was
Ernesto Ortiz.
Ernesto Ortiz, right?
The homecoming king, as we remember from our last game here in Nottingham.
Yes.
Monster back to pass on 1st down, gets a good block. He's going to scramble out to the right side to run, and he'll get a couple of yards on the play. Chasing him from the left edge was Dante Francis. And Dante Francis turned into a heck of a defensive player for the Spartans this year. Leads the team with 67 tackles.
Yeah, just a junior. He is having an unbelievable year. They have some good juniors on that defense with Caparway and DeFrancis. It's promising nucleus coming back next year.
DeFrancis coming off a career-high 13 tackles last week against Hopewell Valley. He's averaging just under 10 tackles per game. Monster gets a gain of 4 on that play, and now here's the handoff up the middle. Ernesto Ortiz finds room, 1st down inside the red zone to the 18.
Well, Nottingham is doing everything it's supposed to do execution-wise. It just has to be smart. 16-yard pickup there.
Chunk play for Ernesto Ortiz, and Nottingham's in the red zone for the first time today. Clock ticking down, 2.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Fakes the handoff to Ortiz again. Montserrat will take it himself to the right side. He's swallowed up by a trio of Spartans. Jeff DeBrew among them. Gabe Payne-Bach as well. And it looks like officially no gain for Montserrat on that 1st and 10 run. Ted Montserrat, one of the many athletes on this team. Dual threat athlete, I should say.
Yep.
257 rushing yards coming into today's game. The last 2 games, I should say, excuse me. 6.9 yards per carry over the last 2 games for Ted Montserrat.
Throw the ball.
Yep, he was 11 for 19 for 98 yards and a touchdown against Notre Dame last week. Here's a handoff left side to Dante Vasquez on the sweep. And Vasquez gets 2 yards on the play, maybe 1.5, we'll call it.
Tackled by 65, Nathaniel Horchuk.
Got about a yard there, I guess.
Yeah. 3rd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 17.
PA man, Big Young, giving him the home field reverse discount, giving him an extra yard.
Ball spotted at the 17. Northstars have to get to 8 for a fresh set of downs. As we tick down under a minute to go in the 1st quarter. Still no score between Nottingham and Steinert. Monster calling out some defensive alignment. Now he's back to pass. Looking to the right side. He's being chased. Almost thrown down, but somehow he gets out of it. Monster still on his feet. Throwing to the end zone. He has a man, and it's thrown out of bounds. Wild play. It was Anthony Marine who had the original pressure.
Well, look, just the fact he avoided a sack made that a great play. I mean, goes down as an incomplete pass, but that could have been about a 20-yard loss, at least a 15-yard loss, maybe a 20. Anyway, big loss. And he just had some kind of escapability there. Keep that play alive.
Now we got a 4th and 9. I think the Northstars are going to try a field goal attempt here.
Okay.
And the kicker, Chris Alvarez, will come out.
He's a pretty good kicker.
Yep.
Alvarez with the field goal.
It'll be a 34-yarder high snap, but they get it down. Alvarez, kick is up, and it's no good.
Wide right.
Alvarez, I don't even know if there was enough juice on that one.
Yeah.
It was a little wide right.
I mean, the snap was high, but the holder did a good job of getting it down.
It was Dante Vasquez on the hold.
Yeah, Vasquez did a good job of getting the high snap down. And yeah, you're right, just didn't have enough juice.
34 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter. Today's game brought to you by Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Their fleet state-of-the-art service and art collision center. Coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Spartans starting with the ball at the 20. Here's fakes the handoff for LaGuardia. Now he's going to go over the pass, and it's a little too hot, looking for Matt Gill in the flat.
Yeah, that's what he's got to get better at. I mean, he was open. He just threw it too high.
LaGuardia, 47.9% completion percentage coming into today's game. 3 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, but 3 of those interceptions came in the first game of the season. Snap, he pitches it to the right to Pate, and Pate is taken down in the backfield. I believe it was Zaquan Colors-Boyd who's the first one to get to him.
Tackled by number 57, Eric Buchanan.
And Nottingham they're basically saying, beat us with the pass because
3rd and 13, Spartans.
We're coming after Isaac.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sugarcoating it, how the Spartans offense is built and how they roll. Right. Give the ball to number 1, let it rock. But Pate has been, Pate's been held in this 1st quarter. And we are scoreless through 12 minutes at Nottingham. As the Steinert Spartans and the Nottingham Northstars go through a little bit of defensive battle here in the 1st quarter. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Division of Health. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton Township Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The Division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the Division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming eligibility and clinics. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. Today's game is also brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Andrew Myers alongside Rich Fisher. Second quarter about to get underway between Nottingham and Steinert, scoreless between the two Hamilton rivals. Steinert with a 3rd and 13. LaGuardia back to pass. Over the middle. He's got a man, and he just overshoots him. Isaiah Pate. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity for the Spartans. And LaGuardia took a hit, too, at the end.
Isaiah Pate.
Yeah, Pate had at least 2 steps on his defender. That pass had gotten to him, he'd have been off to the races.
Ted Monsieur and Ricardi Sherry discussing after that play, I guess some miscommunication, between the two Northstars defensive backs. But no harm, no foul for Nottingham on that play.
Well, that's what, when you have a sophomore quarterback, these things are going to happen. I mean, next year he probably makes that throw. Maybe, who knows? Maybe next week he makes that throw. It's always a constant progression and growth when you're a young player.
Matt James again back to pass, and we got a flag.
I think Nottingham may have gone offside there. No, Nottingham's clapping.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start on the Spartans. That'll pin him back even more. And Matt James now might be starting this punt inside his end zone. Last punt from Matt James was blocked. See if the North Stars bring any extra pressure now. Ball spotted at the 12. James makes the catch and gets it away right at the 1-yard line. Some more pressure came. And it takes a friendly Spartan bounce, but still doesn't get past midfield. And
no return.
Yeah, but it was nice and high.
Yep.
No opportunity to return it.
47-yard punt.
Northstars at the Spartan 48.
So they're at the 48. Guess you call it a 36-yard punt, right?
Yeah, from the 12, yeah. So Nottingham's offense.
But they were bearing down on him, so
yeah,
good job of getting it away.
I mean, why not? You get the block on that previous one.
Right.
Have a little confidence in that unit. So Nottingham starts at the Steinert 48-yard line. And we got some whistles now, an officials timeout.
Speaking of the officials, the referee today is By Kramer, umpire John Dupuis. Bing, how do you say John today? How do you say John Dupuis' name? Dupuis. Thank you. Umpire John Dupuis, line judge Danielle Grady, head linesman Jack Watros, side judge Al Verdell, field judge Ron Bucka, clock operator Barry Giordano.
Ted Monsieur takes that one himself up the right hash mark. Good gain for the Nottingham quarterback.
Dupuis. I have to practice. Dupuis. Most people sing in the shower. I'll be going Dupuis. Dupuis.
Ball spotted at the 41 for Nottingham. 2nd and 3 for the North Stars.
Well, Nottingham has shown it can move the ball. It just could not finish drives. It had a big start there on a 50-yard gain its first possession and fumbled it away, and then the next possession Ended up in a missed field goal.
Dante Vasquez in motion. And it's bobbled by Monster. He's just going to fall down on it. And that was when the kind of a similar play to what we saw on the fumble that you just mentioned, Fish.
Yeah.
Vasquez came over in motion, and the ball goes on the ground.
Milo McGuire is just furious at the referees. I don't know what he's yelling, but
there was a North Stars player down on the field a little bit after the play. I don't know if McGuire was upset that the officials didn't call time, stop the clock, and help that player up. He was able to get up on his own.
Whatever, he was not happy.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating year overall for the North Stars.
Sure has.
0-4 at home, 1-7 overall. They played well in this series, though, over the last decade, winning 8 of the last 10 against Steinert. But the Spartans snapping an 8-game winning streak last year with a 34-0 victory. Monster out the pass to the left side. James Rumpf, who is back from injury, makes the catch. Gain of 1 on the play. And it's going to be a 4th down for Nottingham, and it looks like the punting unit's going to come on.
Well, they did not sustain that drive. But that fumble didn't help either.
Another stalled out drive for Nottingham. McCarty Cherry will punt. Back to receive is Mackay Blackstone, another key player who missed some time with injury this season.
Not as much time as they thought, though.
No. And he's been a monster since he's come back. Here's Blackstone with a fair catch. And down to a knee, makes the catch at the 8-yard line.
I think it's a 7. Wasn't it? We didn't catch it right on the yellow. Oh, yeah, that is the 8.
Yeah, right there.
Too many lines, man.
I know, this new turf here in Hamilton, all 3 schools. And a nice turf field a couple years ago.
Oh, wait a minute, they're putting it. Why are they putting it?
Both linemen, or both side linemen here, they're standing at the 8-yard line, so it looks like that's where it's going to be. But Mackay Blackstone, he missed some time early in the season, but he's been fantastic since he's returned. He had a career-high 14 tackles last week against Hopewell Valley. It's his 4th career game with at least 10-plus tackles. Overall, in 4 total games this year, he has 31 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 interceptions.
And another just a junior.
Yeah, a lot of promise for the Spartan team coming in next year. Of course, they want to finish the job this year and maybe win a playoff game, or at least make the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, Thaddeus Richards says he thinks they're in. He thinks it's just a matter of whether they're going to be anywhere from 5th to 7th against in Central Jersey.
LaGuardia back to pass, right side, caught by Isaiah Pate. After the previous drive, LaGuardia overthrew Pate on a deep ball. Able to connect with Pate there.
Yeah, that was just a little out pattern and led Pate perfectly.
First down for Steinert on a gain of 11 up to the 19. And I think those are the sort of passes that help out a young quarterback.
I was just going to say that, yep. I mean, you have some overthrows and then you make a pass like that, and confidence is so big.
And off to Dom DeFrancis on a sweep to the left side. We have a flag coming in the backfield. Going to get a hold on someone. You would assume it's going to be on Steinert with that ball, or that flag coming in the backfield. Now we have a North Star down following the play.
They've had some, North Stars have had some injuries there. Had their share of injuries this year, too.
Holding penalty on the Spartans.
Both teams will head to the sideline. It is going to be a hold called on the Spartans, and the North Star that's down is Nate Adoye. And that's not a sight that the North Stars want to see. Nate Adoye, 30 tackles, 3.5 sacks this year for the junior lineman.
Senior day. Love mom and dad. Steve Smoker.
So he's 10-2 on the field. Nate Adoye.
Rise, man of the Mars, and take with you my red. From Anthony, Byron, and Victoria.
Haldeman Ford selling 50 years of business and supporting your community. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all: new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles as well. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Today's game's also brought to you by Hyundai of Trenton. Over 1,400 tear-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Hyundai Kona, Palisade, Tucson, Santa Fe, Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. No one has the selection or the special pricing that Hyundai of Trenton has. Over 1,400 tear-free cars. If you were ever thinking of getting a new car, SUV, or EV vehicle, now's the time to buy at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Remember, they have over 1,400 tear-free cars waiting for you to test drive today. And just now getting to his feet is Nate Adoye. Adoye looks like he's going to need some help from his teammates to get off the field. Not something you ever want to see, and he's putting no pressure on that left leg.
No, he's not.
So Adoye will come off. Ibrahim Rashid, number 53, good teammate helping him off the field, along with one of the North Star coaches. And best wishes to Nate Adoye as he gets checked out on the sideline. Tough blow regardless of how many plays he's out for the North Stars defense.
Yeah, you got that right.
One of their better interior linemen.
Trying to put pressure on it as he comes to the bench.
So a 1st and 20 for Steinert after that holding penalty. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line, just a yard ahead of where they originally started this drive. Matt Gill motion to the left side, along the line. LaGorda snaps, gives to Isaac Pate. Pate to the left side, bouncing through, and he's pulled down by the back of his jersey. He gets, I think no yards.
Yeah. Might get a yard. No, nothing.
Yep, they're still spotted at the 9-yard line, and this North Stars defense, they are dialed in on the run game today.
Yeah, you really got to give these guys a lot of credit.
Three receivers to the right side now for the Spartans. LaGorda is going to look to pass it now. And it's up the middle. He's got Pate again. Open over the sideline. Over the middle. And Monster able to break it up.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he let him on that. I mean, Monster had great coverage on that.
Pate trying to break through. LaGorda down in a squat again. And he thinks that he missed another big chance for the Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if he'd have let him, he'd have had it, but it wasn't like the last one where he was, 2 steps ahead of somebody. Mondesir was pretty locked onto him.
And looks like there's a flag on the field. I'm just seeing it now. As Thaddeus Richards, the Spartan head coach, was almost out to the numbers, having a discussion with the referee. Referee now picking up his flag, and they're going to wave it off, whatever it was. Thaddeus Richards, I guess, played his case, and it worked out. A rare time that coach talks about. Although maybe the officials decided beforehand, and he was just explaining it to Richards. So it's 3rd and 20 now for the Spartans.
Yeah, if you're a ref, you don't want to get a reputation as changing your mind because of a coach.
Yes.
Well, 4th and 20. I don't know what they got in their bag of tricks. We'll see.
3 receivers to the right. Might just hand it off to Pate here and swallow up this drive. And no, LaGorda's going to take it himself. He gets 2 yards on the play, I think, up to the 11.
And that's a play that they were having a lot of success with. But not so much. I guess teams are picking up on it. And, it's hard to keep things secret.
17 Spartans at the 12.
3-yard gain on the play, and it's going to be a 4th and 17 for Steinert. Matt James is back out the punt, and again he's pinned near his end zone.
Back to receive with Ortiz.
James Rumpf, the deep return man. It's another block! Another block by the North Stars, and walking into the end zone for the touchdown is Khalil Vidal. Nottingham gets on the board first. I didn't see who had that block, but Vidal right there to pick it up, and nobody in front of him. He had to walk into the end zone for the score, and Nottingham with a statement score to open up the scoring today.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nottingham has to have seen something they saw on film that they could exploit, because 2 block punts in the first half alone, and they came close the last time. They must have seen something. And Steinert's going to really have to make some adjustments. And that.
And Alvarez pushes the extra point wide right. Isaac Pate almost caught off the edge there and was able to block that kick. Second blocked punt of the day for the Nottingham Northstars return unit. And it turns into points for Nottingham as they lead it 6-0 with 6:48 remaining in the first half. And those are the type of plays that Nottingham's going to need in this game. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And the Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
Well, no one in the press box could tell who blocked that punt, so we're not alone.
We got no spotter today for Bing.
No, Bing's spotterless.
Yeah.
Either way, Nottingham, that's what we said about throwing out the records.
Northstars with a 6-0 lead as they kick it off, and now the Northstars cheerleader is going to do their push-ups after those points. Picking up and with some room to run for the Spartans is Nico Feniello, and he gets a good return up to the 35.
Tackled by Chris Alvarez of Northstar.
6:39 on the clock in the second quarter. 6-0 lead for Nottingham over Steinert.
35.
And the Spartans offense missed on a couple deep balls from LaGuardia to Isaiah Pate. Isaac Pate, their star running back's been held in check to this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Steinert would have a letdown after that loss last week, because I mean, sometimes a letdown is natural after a winning streak, but with your local neighbor, your local rival, it's pretty easy to get back up. I don't know if the Spartans were a little flat today or what.
We'll start on the 35 here, and some jumping along the line.
Now they're calling procedure.
And it is going to be a false start all the Spartans, so that'll push him back 5 yards to the 30.
First and 10 Spartans.
Steinert 5-2 this year under third-year head coach Thaddeus Richards. Richards 14-15 overall record with the Spartans.
Steinert just putting itself in bad spots. They're behind the sticks all day with these penalties.
Matt Gill in motion to the left. Pate is the back. High snap. LaGuardia gets it. Gives it off to Isaac Pate. Bounces off a couple of tacklers. Still on his feet. Isaac Pate cutting back to the right side and finally taking down in Nottingham territory. It was a good tackle from Gene Bosquet, but a big gain for the Spartan running back.
Yeah, and that's what we said earlier. You can contain them, but it only takes one time, and boom.
29-yard carry for Isaac Pate into Nottingham territory now on the North Stars 41-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Spartans. And it wouldn't shock me if they go right back to the well with Pate again. And they do so. Pate up the middle, pushing through, refusing to go down, and now the pile.
That little guy in that big pile. It's almost funny. I mean, you see all these guys moving, and to know the size of the guy in the middle of all that, wreaking that havoc.
Pate will now jog off the sideline and get a play or two off as Jeff DeBrew will come in and take over as the lead back. Gain of 3 on that play. 2nd and 7 for the Spartans. LaGuardia, another high snap. And he gives it off to DeBrew. DeBrew sheds a couple tackles, gets up to the 31-yard line. I think he has enough for the first.
Tackled by number 57, Eric Dupont.
And all of a sudden, this ground game for Steinert is starting to become what it usually is. Effective.
Well, Isaac Pate across his last 5 games is averaging 187.2 yards per game. And then when you have a guy like Jeff DeBrew, who's a bigger built body and can kind of bounce off of tacklers.
Nice to give Pate a blow here or there.
Here's the snap, play action, hand off to DeFrancis, and they'll give it to DeBrew. And DeBrew's going to get no gain on the play. Ricardi Sherry and Eric Borkon in on the tackle.
Are you gonna come over? Where you going? Yeah, never mind.
2nd and 10 Spartans.
2nd and 10 from the 31 for Steinert. 2 tight ends along the line on the right side. LaGuardia fakes the pitch to Pate. He's going to look to pass. Pocket breaks down. He's got to scramble out to the left side, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Swallowed up by Malcolm Lusat.
Great job by Nottingham. You got to be alert with LaGuardia because he can take off, duck it, and go. And Nottingham on the lookout for that. Stopped anything from happening there. And once again, a 3rd and long for the Spartans.
Also 4 on the sack. And now 3rd and 14. Spartans got to get a chunk play here to give it a 4th and manageable. They're going to pitch it out to Pate on the right side, and he's taken down in the backfield. Zaquan Colors buoyed in there on the tackle. And we got a late flag after that as a couple of players jawing at each other around the 35-yard line.
Nottingham coaches throwing their arms up.
Ted Monster showing some frustration. And now Chris Alvarez is going to come off the field at the request of Milo McGuire, and he is not happy.
Hear him all the way up here.
Yeah, not happy with his senior linebacker, Chris Alvarez.
Not in the least. Again, this is the 2nd time now. Well, I don't know. They had a 4th down. Well, they stopped them for 4th down. I don't know if they were going to go for it or not, the way their punting game's going. But still, another dead ball, personal foul, and you just can't have that.
Fresh set of downs for Steinert now.
I mean, it's Steinert in the 3rd and long. And I think Steinert would have gone for it the way their punting game's been going today.
Pitch back to Pate. He breaks the tackle in the backfield, but he's still unable to get positive yardage. Ernesto Ortiz wrapped him up, and then Ricardi Sherry came in to finish the job.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen as many negative carries for Isaac Pate as we're seeing today.
Also 1 on the Pate carry. It's 2nd and 11. Spartans working quickly here, and they'll hand off to Dom DeFrancis on a sweep. DeFrancis to the left side, cuts the edge, and he gets 1, maybe 2 yards. And they're going to spot it at the 19-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3.
Taken out by Ted Mercer, Northstars.
They just continue to bottle these guys up.
And Steinert trying to switch it up. They've gone up the middle a couple times. That time with the sweep to DeFrancis to the outside. And
going with different runners, yeah. I mean,
Nottingham's still there finding answers. And now a 3rd and 8 as the Spartans just creep inside the red zone at the 19. Clock under 3 minutes left to go. 2:53 left in the 2nd quarter. 6-0 lead for Nottingham. Spartans skill players looking over to the sideline to get some signals. And now they'll swap DeFrancis and Pate from left to right of the quarterback, LaGuardia. Wouldn't shock me if the Spartans take a timeout here. And
you got it.
They'll do exactly that. It just looked like they weren't exactly on the same page on a big 3rd and 8 play coming here.
Nope.
Steinert now 2 minutes and 53 seconds away from being shut out in 4 consecutive quarters. They were shut out in the second half last week against Hopewell Valley. Isaac Pate had a pair of rushing TDs in the first quarter. Spartans were down 17-13 at the half to the Bulldogs, and then Hopewell Valley defense standing tall.
Yeah, I mean, Steinert started strong offensively. They moved from their first series. They went from their 26 and got to the Northstars 4, but couldn't pound it in. They had a 1st and goal from the 5 and could only get 1 yard on that 4 plays. And ever since then, it's kind of been dormant. You know, they had the one completion to Isaiah Pate and Isaac Pate's 129-yard run, but other than that, they're not getting much on these plays. 3, 4, a couple losses. During this series alone, they had 3 plays where they had losses on 3 straight plays of 4, 1, and 1 yard.
And that's also kind of forcing Thaddeus Richards' hand and making the Spartans pass.
Yeah.
LaGuardia had just 8 pass attempts last week against Hopewell Valley for a season low 21 yards. They'll go to the ground again here, though, for Pate up the middle. Cuts back inside, and he's taken down by Dante Vasquez. I think he has enough for a first.
If not, 4th, they'll go for it. No, 4th and about a yard.
Yep, they put the 4th down marker up on the far sideline.
4th and inches for the Spartans.
Stick at the 11. And the Spartans got to get a couple more inches here to get this first down. 4th and inches.
Well, if they don't get this, you're going to see a Nottingham team really feel some confidence.
LaGuardia to Pate, and Pate's able to get enough. And a little bit more. Still on his feet is the Spartan running back, and finally taken down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Spartans.
I'd like to know what Pate can leg lift. Seriously.
Yeah, we got to sneak into that Steinert gym one day and the weight room and look at that board up there, see if he's how many records he has.
His legs are so strong.
1st and goal, Spartans.
1st and goal from the 7 for Steinert. Pitch to the right side. Isaac Pate cuts back in, gets a good block, dives for the goal line. Awaiting the signal, they're going to hold him at the 1.
Yeah, I think his knee probably went down before he went in.
Pate just does so many things great. He's able to find holes, cut inside, bounce off the tacklers. I mean, there's a reason why he's creeping toward 3,000 career rushing yards.
Yeah.
We're going to get a timeout for Nottingham.
I mean, Pate's had – we've watched this first half, and we're like, well, they're really stopping Pate. And now all of a sudden he's got 67 yards.
Pate entered today with 2,837 career rushing yards. He's over 1,200 on this season. He had 1,138 last year. 7.1 yards per carry in his career. That's just an unbelievable number.
Isn't it, though? Isn't it? I mean, it's you talk about a dynamo. A diminutive dynamo. You like that?
I do like that. A little alliteration from you.
Yeah, well, you know. I hang around the library.
Well, if you want to see a little more alliteration from Rich Fisher, you can check out the Trentonian. Don't forget to miss any of today's action. And
it'll be there.
Tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. I didn't see our friend Kyle Franco milling around today. Did you see him? Is he here today?
I don't know. I thought he might be here taking pictures.
Yeah, he's typically at the Hamilton matchups, taking some first half snapshots for the Trentonian.
Maybe he's at something else and he'll show up at halftime. I don't know.
2nd and goal from the 1 for the Spartans. I think everybody in the stadium, if you want to call it a stadium, in the field, knows where this ball's going. Hand off to Pate up the middle. He was met by a tackler right at the goal line, but they are going to signal touchdown, and the Spartans tie the game at 6 with an Isaac Pate TD.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Offensive line just got the push. Not a massive push, but just enough to let Pate squeeze through or over or however he got in there. And Steinert finally finishing a drive, but again, just a costly penalty there on, what was it, third and 14, and Nottingham got a stop for a yard and then committed a personal foul after the whistle to keep this drive alive, and that's just that Steinert capitalized. First time that happened, it didn't capitalize.
Isaac Pate with his 13th rushing touchdown of the year. And now Matt James out for the extra point to try to put Steinert ahead. Snap, holds good, and it's blocked. Another block from the Nottingham special teams. And this game's going to remain tied at 6.
Wow.
2 block punts already today for Nottingham. One of them turned into a touchdown. And now they're able to get through and block an extra point from Matt James to keep this game tied.
Yeah, that wasn't an emphatic block, but it was tipped enough to alter the flight of the ball. And yeah, we remain tied.
6-6 is your score with 1:19 left to go. And now Steinert will kick it back to Nottingham, and it'll be interesting to see what the North Stars offense does here. They have time. And they have 1 timeout to work with. Depending on the return, could kind of sway Milo McGuire either way.
Yeah, that's a lot of times that's what happens in these situations. You get a good return and you'll start going for things, but if you're deep, you don't want to make a mistake and then give them a chance.
Nottingham will get the ball first to start the second half.
Well, up to this point, Nottingham has played a pretty good first half. You hold down this Steinert team the way they've held them down.
Big return here, let's go.
James Rumpf and Kurt Valzini, the 2 back to receive this kick for Nottingham. Matt James boots it away, and it'll go over the head of Falzini into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 North Stars at their own 20.
Don't know what they'll do there. Can they go 80 yards in 1:19? Or, 60 yards and try to kick a field goal?
Well, they do have a deep threat in Gene Bosquet.
This is true.
Who's averaging over 22 yards per reception this season.
Just even if you don't hit a play, just don't turn the ball over. And I'm sure Steinert's defense would love to try to get a takeaway here. Just sort of snowball into that halftime.
Yeah, could see the Spartans send a little extra pressure, maybe another man or two on a couple of these rushes. 4 along the line right now for Steinert. Now Maureen backs off. Empty backfield for Nottingham. 3 to the left side, 4, and it's a screen pass out to Dante Vasquez, and Vasquez will get 4 yards. Oh, no, they're going to give him 5 yards on the play. All right, out to the 25.
Keep counting, pal. It'll be in the end zone soon.
Gain of 5 on the play is Vasquez able to stay in bounds and get a couple extra yards. And the clock stops after he is shoved out of play. 1:13 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, you want to send pressure, but you don't want to get beat deep. You don't want to let them hit one over, and then you'd have no coverage back there to stop anybody.
Steinert sent 4 there, and it was Jeff DeBrew coming off the edge on the right side. I think he got a hand on that pass from Ted Monster. Drops incomplete, and it's going to be a 3rd and 5 for Nottingham.
Well, this is a big play for Steinert's defense. If they can get a stop here and get the ball back, I mean, when you have a guy like Pate, you can get a 70-yard play out of nothing.
And they wouldn't be shy to run it either with 2 timeouts.
No. But so Nottingham really they got to get this first down to avoid any angst to end this half.
Monster will just take it himself to the right side, and he gets a gain of 2 on the play.
Tackled by Nathaniel Woodchuck.
Steinert going to use one of those 2 timeouts with 1:02 left on the clock.
Timeout, Spartans.
And it's going to be a 4th and 2 coming up for Nottingham. And you think there's any possible way of a discussion they go for it here, Fish? I think you got to punt it away.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you go for it. You give Steinert a third of the field to have to if you don't make it.
Nottingham getting 5 yards on that first play on this drive, but incomplete pass, and then just to gain a 3 on the 3rd and 5 run. QB keeper from Ted Montier. And it is going to be the punting unit coming out for Nottingham. Ricardi Sherry. Number 4 will be back there to boot it away. Now Steinert might have a chance to take all the momentum in this one into halftime.
Yep.
Kai Blackstone is going to be the return man for Steinert. He's back at the Spartans' 40-yard line. Nottingham has blocked 2 punts today and an extra point. High snap, but the Northstars do a nice job holding the line. And that punt gets just past midfield, and Steinert will start with good field position at their own 48-yard line with 53 seconds left on the clock.
Absolutely. That was just a 24-yard punt.
So 1 timeout for Steinert. 53 seconds left on the clock in this first half. Spartans finally able to put points on the board after being shut out for 3+ quarters, or their last 3+ quarters. And a lengthy discussion over on the Steinert sideline for this Spartan offense as they're now jogging back onto the field. First and 10 from the Spartans 48. They got to go 52 for a score.
They got tripped right.
LaGorda back to pass, throwing it over the middle. It's caught over the middle and fumbled. Oh no, they're going to say it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't think
incomplete pass. It was Nico Feniello, the intended receiver.
Not sure if that was going to go for much anyway. They looked like they were closing in.
Second and 10 Spartans at their own 48.
Well, we thought they might give it to Pate and then use that last time out. They still might.
Second and 10. 3 receivers to the left side with Pate the lone back next to LaGorda the QB. 45 seconds left in the second quarter. So movement, high snap goes over the head of LaGorda, and he just has to fall down on it. We've seen a couple of high snaps today, and LaGorda's been able to handle them.
Brings out the 3rd and long Spartans.
Whoa, 15-yard loss there.
And now Nottingham's going to take their final timeout.
Timeout Northstars.
Both teams thinking they have a shot here to get points in the final minute.
37 seconds left on the clock.
Well, now we have a 3rd and 25.
And when your car takes a loss, take it to Chris Auto Body on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills for complete auto body repair.
I got to think that Nottingham's just going to run the ball and then start walking off the field if this is Nottingham's last time out.
3rd and 25, ball spotted at the Spartans 33.
Yeah, there's only 37 seconds left.
Yeah, really no need to risk anything for Steinert.
No, not at all.
But also at the same time, you get the ball to Isaac Pate here, you might be able to turn something out of nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't discount that. This has just been not a good offensive first half for Steinert at all.
And they will give it to Isaac Pate. Pate to the right side.
Mask.
I think he got pulled down by the face mask. And
penalty mark on the play.
pretty easy call for the referees to make. The
real easy.
Lineman was right there.
I mean, we saw it up here.
We'll spot the ball at the Steinert 42-yard line.
Yeah, so not an automatic first down.
It's fourth down. Give it to Pate. Pate left side. Finds some space. And he's still just short of the first down, it looks like, from our angle. The line to gain is the 42, or the 43-yard line. Now the ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Line to gain is the 42.
Yeah, so they got to the 43.
At the end
So
of
it's
the
a
first half,
15-yard
Steinert
pickup for
Spartans
Pate.
6, and the Nottingham
And the
Northstars
clock
6.
hits triple zeros as the first half comes to an end between Nottingham and Steinert. It's a 6-6 ball game between these two Hamilton rivals. And I think, maybe the story of this first half is, you just mentioned it, Fish, the Steinert offense really unable to get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to the Nottingham defense, really. I guess you got to call that the story of the first half. The Nottingham defense and their special teams, especially their punt return teams, punt return teams. They gotten 2 block punts, and then they got a block extra point. So special teams and defense has been the key, and we're locked in a 6-6 deadlock, pal. It's kind of what we were expecting. A little grinded out, slug it out battle here.
North Stars get on the board first on a blocked punt, return for a touchdown, and then Isaac Pate scores for the Spartans to make it 6-6 into halftime. And we'll take a break and come back for halftime stats and scores around the town. An exciting weekend, final week of the regular season in Mercer County and New Jersey high school football. We'll take a break and come back with all that here on our halftime show when we come back.
Hello, my name's Jeff Martin. I'm the proud mayor of Hamilton Township. I'm here today at halftime to talk to you about our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter and how we need your help to clear the shelter. Right now, we have dogs, we have cats, but we are over our capacity at the shelter, and we need your help to help these animals find their forever home and join a loving family. There are a variety of ways that you can help. Obviously, the biggest is adopting. So whether you're looking for a big or small dog, a young or old cat, we likely have what would fit you and your family's needs at our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. If you can't adopt right now, maybe you can consider fostering. Fostering is a great opportunity to help an animal get out of the shelter, to start to get accustomed to living with a family, and I promise you, you're going to fall in love with it. But if you don't eventually adopt, it puts that animal in a great position to be adopted by somebody else. If you can't adopt and you can't foster, look to volunteer. So many of these animals just need some love and attention, and to know that they are loved so they can have success at their next forever home. We have information at our website if you want to adopt, if you want to foster, if you want to volunteer. Google Hamilton Township Animal Shelter and it'll be one of the first things that pops up. If you want to go and talk to somebody in person, our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter is at 2100 Sylvan Avenue, located right next to our Department of Public Works. If you want to talk to somebody in person, you can call 609-890-3550. So remember, adopt, foster, volunteer, and if none of those are good for you, we know time is valuable, even just donating money, which allows us to buy maybe some extra toys to get the animals having some fun while they're in the shelter. Donating food or blankets, any number of things that can be donated. We have the list again on our website. So again, we need your help to help the animals. And I know you've got it in you. I know you have a warm heart for our animals here at the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. So I hope either can adopt, foster, volunteer, or donate. You take some time and help us out to help these animals out. I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope to see you around soon, and thank you for your help.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. Hamilton Councilman Anthony Carabelli, Rick Ty, and Chuddy Whalen are proven leaders who have kept Hamilton moving forward. They work hard to keep Hamilton affordable and are fighting to ensure we have clean drinking water. They have advocated for good projects like bringing CHOP to Hamilton. On November 4th, let's re-elect Hamilton Councilman Carabelli, Ty, and Whalen. The preceding message paid for by Hamilton Township Democratic Committee.
A beautiful day for the championship game between your very own Steinert Spartans and the formidable U.S. Bandits. You are in for quite a treat today as these two powerhouse teams prepare to battle it out on the field. Get ready for an unforgettable afternoon of thrilling competition and incredible music.
We give you hope that you can still look good at our old age because the rest of our class, it looks crazy. You too dark for that. Hello? I had just had Aria. You did? You did? Let me see. Your stomach was skinny. Your mom was I was alive during that photo. Your mom was
Nottingham lost that phone.
Yeah, that was the first quarter, yeah.
But what color was that at the top and what color was that at the bottom? Girl, that flattered you so well. He was tan. I know that's the color.
I was super skinny because remember with Harry, I lost like 2,500 pounds.
Did you?
I already have one.
Really? You know I was watching a video. I was like, thank God I never tried nothing new with my hair because I would have died. That was me for the time to be alive.
Good afternoon, we asked them.
He works like a board of ed now.
Does he? Is he still fucking?
I don't know.
Oh, what? That feels fine.
Bandits.
At
At this time, we asked everyone please rise and remove your teams
I feel like
as we
mine's
honor
never
America.
high up. Like mine's never dropped. Yo, he looks like a baby. His shit didn't even connect. Now?
How old was he? He was probably like 20.
That's crazy. This one right here. Period. Was it? Period. The hair color, bro. It's like a
Now let's welcome to the field your Steinert Spartans.
Nah, Ari.
I messed up. This is the one we needed to use.
Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the U.S. Bandits. It's an 0-2 count, and here's the pitch. And he goes down swinging.
For $2, and then Wait, you're sitting? Where's the other one?
And after 2 innings, we are still tied at 0 apiece. After 5, we're all tied up at 2.
¡Ya 10! ¡Ya 10! ¡Ya 10!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Please stand up, stretch, and sing along with our rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
¡Ya 10! ¡Elige Blanca! Mira, tomé foto de... Mándame todo eso por... Sí, tomé una... Pero le mandé algo para que no... Ay, no. Ya, mándame nomás, pues yo veo mi teléfono, mándame.
Have taken the lead as we head to the bottom of the ninth, with your Spartans trailing by 1. It all comes down to this, folks. The Spartans have their bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Batter staring down a full count, 1 pitch away from glory. Into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on, driven deep. Left field, way back. Can it be? Kidding me? The Spartans have done it. They've snatched victory from the jaws of defeat and are your champions in absolute dramatic fashion. I can't believe what I just saw. What a finish!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Steinert Marching Unit. As always, the Steinert Marching Unit thanks you for being a wonderful audience.
Me queda apretado un poquito. Oh, es que es porque es because it was navy blue.
This is Marty Flynn, along with Joseph Stillwell. We're running for the New Jersey Assembly in LD 14. We're proud to be a sponsor of this game today between 2 outstanding teams. We both know that athletics and other co-curricular activities like cheerleading, band, color guard, and performing arts are a major part of student growth, school culture, family values, and understanding team commitment. As your representatives in the New Jersey Assembly, we will bring that same commitment to making New Jersey affordable again, addressing skyrocketing property tax, energy costs, and school funding. We will address Hamilton's water crisis, the proposed 60% rate increase, and most of all, the safety of the water. We'll provide the checks and balances needed. Thank you and enjoy the game. This announcement has been paid for by Friends of Flynn Stillwell 25.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Back here at halftime at Nottingham High School. It's a 66 score between the Northstars and the Spartans. Not much offense for either team in the first half. And in fact, Nottingham's touchdown came off a blocked punt, so no offensive points for the Northstars in the first quarter. But still, Nottingham, who you could probably say is the underdog in this ball game, right in it in a 6-6 game at halftime, Fish.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's run through the stats. It's kind of weird when you look at the stats and then look at the score of the game. Let's start with Nottingham rushing. Isaac Pate, 16 carries for 86 yards. Jeff DeBrew has 6 carries for 18 yards. Dom DeFrancis, a carry for 3 yards. John LaGuardia, 5 carries for -6 yards. And you have a team loss of -15 yards. So that comes out to 29 carries for 86 yards. LaGuardia is 2 for 6 for 40 yards. Alex Cerullo with a catch for 29. Isaiah Pate with a catch for 11. So that's 2 for 6 for 40 in the passing game. That's 31 plays for 126 yards for Steinert. Spartans have 8 first downs, punted once for 36 yards, also had 2 punts blocked. And they've been hit with 4 penalties for 30 yards. Nottingham, 8 rushes for 22 yards. Ted Mondesir, 4 for 10. Ernesto Ortiz, 5 for 16. And Dante Vasquez, 1 for 1. And the team 1 for -5. Passing, you got Mondesir is 3 for 5 for 56 yards. Gene Busquet with a catch for 50. Vasquez with 1 catch for 5, and James Rump with 1 catch for 1. But Andrew, look at this. Total offense, 12 plays for 78 yards, 2 first downs, just 2 first downs. 2 punts for 51 yards, 4 penalties for 40 yards. Andrew, look at this score, these plays. Steinert has run 31 plays to just 12 for Nottingham, and yet we have a 6-6 ball game. Pretty amazing, and you got to chalk it up to those star special teams for the block punt, and Steinert, failing to finish a couple drives. They finished one, but it's just been a weird game.
Yeah, no doubt, and talk about Isaac Pate, who still has over 80 rushing yards on the day, but it seems like he really hasn't done much today for the Spartans offense. But yeah, we talked about coming off a loss last week against Hopewell Valley. You lose your division title hopes, but still Steinert having a little bit of possibly seeding to play for today in the postseason. And against a 1-win Nottingham team, you would think they'd come out guns blazing, but Spartans offense really been held in check. And Nottingham's defense, I think their game plan all week long was stop Isaac Pate, make somebody else beat us. And right now, at least through the first 24 minutes of this ball game, they're not being beat by Pate.
Yeah, and that sounds weird when you say that Pate's got 86 yards, but he's got a couple of, he has one pretty good chunk run, and some 8s and some 7s and things like that. But they haven't let him run wild, and that's what he does. He breaks games open with those long touchdown runs, and all that being said, he could still do that in the second half. You just never know with this kid what he's going to do. But for the most part, yes, Nottingham has done a really good job of slowing him down. So, we'll see. We'll see if Steinert's just, they got to get a little more from their passing game. It's tough. It's tough when you have a sophomore quarterback, and, I know it's late in the season, and I'm sure he's progressed. You just got to get a little bit more from that passing game if you can. So if Isaac Pate is slowed down, or when they're forcing you to throw the ball, it can be done. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half. Let's flip the coin and flip the page here. Let's not forget that Steiner's defense has been outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean, Nottingham just run 12 plays, has just 2 first downs. I mean, they had a 3 and out where they fumbled it away on their first possession. They had it for five plays on the second before they missed a field goal. They had another 3 and out, and then another 3 and out. So they're just, they are not moving the ball at all. And it's, they have to start doing something, because I think sooner or later Steinert's going to get a touchdown just by accident. I mean, their offense is that good. So, we'll have to see what happens. But see, Nottingham is starting to come out. Do you want to break and then come back for the last night's scores? You want to go right into last night's scores?
No, we'll kick it to the Nottingham band here to close this off here, and then we'll come back for those out-of-town scores after the Nottingham band plays here.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here at Nottingham High School as Spartans and Northstars about to kick off the second half. 6-6 ball game between these two Hamilton rivals. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Nottingham will get the ball first in the second half. Before we get back to that action, Fish, plenty of stuff going around this weekend. Final week of the regular season before public brackets are revealed tomorrow.
Yep.
And an unbelievable finish last night at Ewing High School.
Exactly. And yeah, right before we get to that, I'm figuring if you're watching this, you're either a Steinert fan or a Nottingham fan. And if you're a Steinert fan, I bear bad news. It was a tough day in Lawrenceville for the Steinert soccer teams in the CVC tournament. The Lawrence boys defeated Steinert 1-0 in the CVC quarters, and the Notre Dame girls beat Steinert 2-0. So you're looking to your football team to sort of salvage something to this day for Steinert sports. Of course, I'm not sure what the cross-country team's up to. They probably out running around somewhere. Anyhow, let's get to football, and let's start with the game you were at, Andrew, last night. A truly remarkable and unbelievable game. But I don't want to bury the lead. Let's start first with Ewing. The score, Ewing took a 30-24 walk-off victory over Hamilton. You don't hear that term used much in football. And they took a 30-24 walk-off victory over Hamilton when Deshaun Jones returned a fumble 61 yards for a touchdown as time expired. The Blue Devils clinched the outright Valley Division title with the victory. Hamilton was trying to get a share of the prize with a win. And what this does to Hamilton State tournament state playoff chances, I don't know. They entered South Jersey 13th in UPR, so we'll find out tomorrow. Ewing's in the playoffs for sure. Amazingly, Ewing trailed 21-10 entering the fourth quarter and went ahead, and then they went ahead 24-21, and then Hamilton tied it on a 49-yard field goal by Grady Schaefer. Then the Hornets were driving for another potential Schaefer field goal attempt. Jones grabbed the fumble, ran it all the way back to give Ewing an exhilarating win and to give Hamilton, got to be Hamilton's toughest loss since 15 years ago when they blew a 28-point lead and then Nottingham returned a blocked field goal for the winning touchdown as time ran out. But this one was really costly. It cost them a share of the title, and I don't know what it does to their playoffs. For Hamilton, Cullen Bressler had a career game, threw for 289 yards and 2 touchdowns with an interception. Carmelo Brown, 7 catches for 107 yards. Xavier Jenkins, 3 for 85 and a TD. Brandon Boswell, 6 catches for 71 yards in the score. Brian Boswell held in check on the ground but ran for a TD. For Ewing, it was the Josh Missick show. He rushed for 168 yards and 2 TDs. Ryan Gregg found Jones with a TD pass. Andrew, you were there. Just try to explain what it felt like there last night. The way the momentum changed and everything. Just describe it to us.
Yeah, well, it was senior night for Ewing, so There was a good crowd on hand like Friday night under the lights. And the crowd honestly was in it for all of the game, even though Ewing had a terrible first half. They punted on all 4 of their first 4 drives. They were down 14-7 at halftime. But, yeah, something sparked them in that halftime speech from Almagine Hutchins, their first-year head coach, and turned things around in that second half, outscored West 20-3 in that fourth quarter. But the crowd, I mean, the pop when that ball was picked up by Jones and running it back, it was just louder than I've ever heard at a high school football game. So.
I mean, was there just a sense of disbelief? Like, you know.
Yeah, from everyone. I mean, and even when, the referees were blowing the whistle and the clock hit 0, I think everybody still was kind of like, oh, was that the end of the game, you know? And then once they realized, yes, that was the actual final play of the game, the bench emptied, everybody started celebrating around Tassan Jones. I think it was about 5 to 7 minutes, maybe not that long, I'll say 3 to 5 minutes after the celebration before the teams actually met at midfield to shake hands. Yeah. And obviously it was all cordial, nothing against those two teams. Yeah. But, yeah, a gutting loss for Hamilton West. I talked to both head coaches, Mike Papero for Hamilton West after the game, and he took about 10 to 15 seconds to collect himself after I asked the first question, just sum up your emotions after watching that play unfold. And he said, I'm just gutted for these guys. I'm gutted for our coaches. I'm gutted for our players, and specifically for Brandon Boswell, who was the player who got the ball punched out on that catch. He's been a fantastic player all year long for the Hornets, Brandon Boswell, and it's a really, really tough game.
Yeah, okay, and then we had another game we had on WBCB. Ave Ingram scored all 4 touchdowns, 3 on passes from Keith Williams, 1 on a recovered fumble in the end zone. Trenton took a 28-0 win at Robbinsville. With Bridgeton's loss, the Tornadoes should get in the state tournament, in the state playoffs in South Jersey 5. Nothing confirmed until tomorrow. 3 other games, we have highlights for none of them. But Notre Dame took a 38-6 win over Allentown to improve to 4-5 after an 0-3 start. Hopewell Valley improved to 7-2 with a 34-16 win over Hightstown, and Princeton got past West Windsor 35-0 to improve to 7-2.
Steinert kicks off to Nottingham left to right. You have a flag coming in after the play as the North Stars wearing their gold unis or gold jerseys.
And that win for Hopewell, they should be sitting pretty for a home game in that first round of the playoffs, I think. And Trenton, I don't know. I heard from somebody that they're definitely in, but until I hear it from the state, yes. I don't know. I mean, you would think Trenton being behind Bridgeton, them winning and Bridgeton lose, and then they were only 0.2 behind them. But we'll have to see. Who was that penalty on? Nottingham?
Hold on Nottingham on the return. So the North Stars are pushed back, and they're going to start the opening drive of the second half at their own 12-yard line.
Not a good start for the North Stars. Already struggling off. And we said at the beginning of the game, they got to get this offense going, and it has not so far.
Yeah, Nottingham came into today averaging 11.7 points per game. First play is a screen pass out to the right side. It's Vasquez, and Vasquez breaks a couple tackles, breaks forward, and gets close to the first down marker. I think he's going to have enough, and they are going to move the chains.
Well, that's the bonus of getting a penalty on the kickoff. You don't lose. It doesn't put you first and long. You're still 1st and 10.
Gain of 12 on the play, on the screen pass to Dante Vasquez. Nottingham pretty even in their passing and rushing yards per game this season. 120.7 pass yards per game, 110 rushing yards through 7 games, per game through 7 games.
A lot of cloud cover coming over all of a sudden after a sunny start.
Got a little chilly down the booth.
Yeah, it feels like autumn, feels like football weather.
Ted Monster scrambled out to the right side. It looked like he was going to run, then dropped the pass, and the intended target, Ernesto Ortiz, didn't turn around quick enough to get that one, so it's an incomplete pass.
Big crowd here today, as there usually is.
Yeah, always
because you got to figure, people that are Nottingham fans, they know kids on the other team.
Oh, yeah.
And they know parents on the other team, so you're kind of watching not just your kids, but maybe your friends, or, you want to beat them, but you're still friends with them.
It's always nice to see when the visiting fans' stands are full.
Yes.
And Steiner faithful showing out today. Monster back to pass, throws to the left side, coming back to make the catch is James Rumpf, and then he's taken down by Isaiah Pate.
Yeah, that was tough for Rumpf. That took his momentum away from, heading forward, and that gave Steinert time to come in and surround him. Got to get that pass ahead of him.
3rd and 6, Northstars.
James Rumpf and Anthony Marine for Steinert clashing helmets after that play, exchanging some words, but the referee's able to separate them. No flag called. And now a 3rd and 6 for the Northstars at their own 28. Got to get to the 34 for a first. Monster is going to take it himself on a QB keeper up the middle. And he's going to get 3 yards on the play up to the 31. 4th and manageable.
Back by number 27.
That's kind of deep. Kind of deep in your own territory to go for it.
It is a short 4th and 3, but the Northstars are going to punt it away to Steinert as McCarty, Sherry, and the punting unit's going to come out.
Not everybody is as crazy as Dan Campbell.
I don't mind a little crazy in my head.
Oh, I love it. I like those coaches that do that. I mean, sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's a disaster, but it's always interesting.
Blackstone back to receive for the Park.
Makai Blackstone awaiting the kick. Sherry. Oh, and it's off the hands of Blackstone, and the Northstars fall on it.
Wow, he looked uncertain of that as he came under it. And wow, I mean, I don't know if it couldn't have been the sun in his eyes because the sun is out. The sun is gone. The clouds have covered it up. So I don't know what happened there, but he looked very uncertain as the ball was coming down.
It's an injured North Star down on the field at the sideline, at the midfield, near the Steinert sideline on the far side. But the North Stars forcing another mistake from Steinert on special teams.
On the punting game. Yeah. I mean, the punting game has been a disaster for Steinert.
2 punts blocked by Steinert, one of them for a touchdown for Nottingham, and now Makai Blackstone has that ball slip through his hands, and Nottingham able to fall down on it. Looks like Eric Borakan is the player down injured for the North Stars.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a 3 and out. Nottingham did get 1 first down, but that drive stalled quick, but now they get a big break.
First and 10 North Stars.
Just an odd game.
So Nottingham will start this new drive now at their own.
And look, the more this game stays like this, the more the pressure falls on Steinert. I mean, Nottingham's playing with the house money, and they're feeling better and better, and Steinert's got a lot to play for. So, the pressure starts to build on the team that is playing for something.
Monster back to pass, throwing it deep downfield to Gene Boskred, and Boskred falling down, incomplete, can't make the catch. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure they signaled incomplete. The referee on the near sideline is running up down the field to go mark the line, but
wait a minute.
It's an incomplete pass.
I think the Nottingham players were confused on that too.
This near referee here on the near sideline was confusing me, and Milo McGuire is confused too. But the referee on the far sideline, the side referee was right there.
Did he catch it just out of bounds, or
no?
Did he
It looked like he was inbounds. I think it just hit the ground.
Oh, okay.
2nd and 10 North Stars. 44 Spartan.
Oh.
So maybe a potential break there for Steinert. Great coverage by Isaac Pate.
Yeah, we talk about Isaac so much as a running back, but him and his brother Isaiah, they're 2 of the better corners you're going to see in Mercer.
Isaac Pate, number 1 on the top of your screen on the far side. Isaiah Pate, number 7 on the near side. Monster fakes the handoff to Ortiz and then lowers the shoulder and gets a couple extra yards. Good tackle from Dom DeFrancis. Gained a 3 on the play for Monsieur.
Yeah, they're not getting a whole lot on that though. It's
41.
He's got 16 yards on six carries.
3rd and 7 for the North Stars. Have to get to the Spartans 34 for a first down. See if Steinert brings any extra pressure here. They tease it, but only send 4. A couple guys get through, though, and Monster's got to scramble to the right side, throwing on the run, and he was looking for James Rumpf, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Monster does do a good job, though, of avoiding the sack. They've chased him down a couple times, and one time he threw an incompletion, or a couple times he threw an incompletion, but another time he got a completion for a big gain.
Back to punt, Ricardo Cherry for the Northstars.
He's just smart enough to not get drugged down. He gets out of that pocket and lets it fly.
Feniello.
Nico Feniello back to receive the punt. Nottingham unable to take advantage of the previous muff punt, and Mekhi Blackstone removed from the punting return duties.
Yeah.
At least for this punt.
Nico Feniello back there.
Ball down at the 20-yard line for Steiner. That's what they'll take over with exactly 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter. 6-6 scoreline.
1st and 10 Spartans at their own 20.
Today's game is brought to you by Chris Autobody. Chris Autobody hopes you will enjoy today's game. And it's just 20 minutes away from Hamilton in Hamilton Township in Fairless Hills. Chris Autobody is a family owned and operated by Hamiltonians and have been in business for over 60 years. They handle all auto body repairs and work with all insurance companies. Chris Autobody with 3 locations, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, and also in Lambertville and New Hope.
That's important. All insurance companies.
Yes, sir. Steiner starting their first offensive drive of the second half. At their own 20, give us to Jeff DeBrew. We saw him start as the starting running back in the first quarter.
He's got as many carries as I've seen in any game I've covered this year for Steiner.
Yeah, DeBrew entered today with 32 carries for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. He got
7 carries today.
He got his most work against Morristown in a 41-15 win a couple of weeks ago, 11 carries for 71 yards. And that was also LaGuardia's best game passing, 170 passing yards for LaGuardia against Morristown. A couple of fake handoffs. Now they give us to Pate. Pate shakes a tackler off the edge, moves up the hash marks, gets up nearly to the 34. And that'll be enough to move the chains for Steiner as they get a fresh set of downs.
And that's what Steinert's used to seeing from Sir Isaac.
Isaac Payne, after his 86 rushing yards in the first half, he's entered this second half 77 yards away from 3,000 career rushing yards for the Spartans. First and 10 from the 34. LaGuardia back to pass, looking to the left side. It's a 3 versus 3 matchup, and a late flag coming in. There was some contact between Gene Busquet and Mekhi Blackstone. Ted Monster pointing to Steinert's side. He seems to think it's on the Spartans. And it looks like the referee is conversing with Milo McGuire, so it is going to be a penalty on the Spartans.
Offensive pass interference, the Spartans pushes them back.
Fifth penalty for 40 yards now for the Spartans.
Steiner way back now at the 24, 1st and 20, and they'll hand off to Pate. Had a little bit of trouble with the give there between LaGuardia and Pate.
Wait, how many times have you been saying 1st and 20, 2nd and 15 for Steiner?
Crazy.
They're killing themselves with that stuff.
Oh, we talked about that Ewing game last night too. There were more penalties than first downs last night in the Ewing Hamilton West game. 25 combined penalties, 20 combined first downs.
How long did that game take?
Honestly, not as long as you would think for that. I think on my final tweet, I remember it was at like 8:50, and it was like 5 minutes after the kickoff, after the end of the game. So
was it a 6 o'clock start?
Yeah. So I guess
almost 3 hours.
A little under 3 hours. Yeah. Officially, loss of 1 on the play there, and now DeBrew back in. He gets a pitch to the left side, and he gets nothing again. Nottingham defensive front.
Yes, outstanding today.
Doing an unbelievable job against his Spartans offensive line.
Third and 21, Spartans.
No gain on the play for Jeff DeBrew, and he'll stay out there as the lead back on this 3rd and 21. Past the halfway point in the 3rd quarter. Snap to LaGuardia, he fakes it, and now he's going to loop it over a defender to DeBrew up the left sideline. DeBrew's got room to run, and I think he might have enough. Oh, no, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line, well short of the line to gain.
Yeah.
But a nifty play there for Steinert on 3rd and 21.
That was a very well-designed play. Cleared everybody out of that side, and DeBrew only had a couple guys to try to beat down the sideline. 15-yard pickup, so let's see, Steinert going to go for it?
Well, they're going to bring the punting unit out. Matt James is back there on a 4th and 6. Ted Monsieur back to receive it. Around his own 25-yard line. 2 block punts today already, and James able to get that one off in some pressure. And that one will fall out of bounds at the Nottingham 33-yard line. That's where the North Stars will take over.
Well, folks, if you like defense, you're at the right game.
Scoreless after the first quarter between these two teams, and then Nottingham able to put points on the board on a blocked punt.
A 29-yard punt there by James.
Khalil Vidal doing the scoring on that punt return or blocked punt for TD. And Isaac Pate with a 1-yard score to tie the game for Steinert late in the in the second quarter. And it still remains 6-6 after that missed extra point. Both teams missing their extra points on their respective touchdowns. Here's a 1st and 10 handoff up the middle. Ernesto Ortiz gets a gain of 3 for the North Stars.
Tackled by number 60, Jomel Carfway. Second and 7, North Stars.
When we talk about Nottingham keeping Isaac Pate in check today, Ted Monser came into today with a couple of monster games on the ground the last 2. He had 168 rushing yards 2 weeks ago,
right,
and 89 last week against Notre Dame.
Just 16 today on 6 carries.
Monser looking to his left side. He's looking to throw, and he has a man. Dante Vasquez makes the catch. First down, North Stars, as he's shoved out of bounds at the 49.
Monser certainly adept at throwing on the run.
Monser, a senior, taking over the starting quarterback duties a couple of weeks ago. Dante Vasquez started the season as the QB, then they moved him to wide receiver, and James Rumpf came in under center. Rumpf got hurt earlier this month against Hamilton West. He is back, though. And now Ted Monser taking over at QB, and Monser escaping some pressure on the right side, gets positive yardage. Another first down. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Steinert bringing pressure and play action for Monser, keeping it himself, and getting a chunk gain of 7 on the play, or 8, excuse me.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Nottingham needs. They need to get some decent, string together some plays here where they get, some chunk plays and, just not get 12 yards and then, 3 yards in the cloud of dust type of thing. Got to get that offense in a rhythm and get it going.
Second and 2. And this hasn't been the whole game, Fish, but interesting there. We saw Dante Vasquez, who I just mentioned, started the season as a starting QB for the North Stars. He went over to the sideline to get the play call and then relayed it. Ted Monser with the handoff for Ernesto Ortiz. Ortiz breaks the initial tackler, but Spartan's able to get through. It's Mackay Blackstone.
And Blackstone in like a shot.
Yeah. Matt Gill also in there on the tackle for Steinert. It's a loss of 1 on the play.
That was Vasquez with that carry?
Yes. Or no, Ernesto Ortiz. Excuse me.
I'm
Ernesto
sorry.
Ortiz.
Yeah. He got swallowed up so quick I couldn't see the number.
3rd and 3 under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6-6 ball game between Nottingham and Steinert. Final regular season game for both squads. Potentially final game of the 2025 season for Nottingham, barring a NJSIA crossover game in November. Snap, direct handoff to Monster, and they'll get enough for the first down. Gets a gain of 6 on the play. You need a 3.
May not be November. Maybe next Friday night.
That's
Halloween.
very true, yes. Going to have a Halloween Fright Night game next Friday.
Yeah. Another first down.
Monster starting to get the legs going.
Yeah, he is. 8 yards on each of his last 2 carries. I mean, you can sort of feel Nottingham's confidence just kind of growing. And Steinert a little bit back on their heels right now.
Yeah, the Northstars trying to find some confidence in this offense, some consistency. Couple of fake handoffs, and they give it inside to Ernesto Ortiz. He gets a gain of 1 on the play. Matt James in on the tackle for Steinert.
2nd and 9, Northstars at the 36 of the Spartans.
And Nottingham on a couple of plays in this drive. Multiple fake handoffs from Monster. That time it was a fake handoff to Vasquez on the sweep, and then he gave it to Ernesto Ortiz. Triple option rolling out for the Nottingham offense.
We got Navy. We're playing Navy here today.
Yes. Monster back to pass now. Thrown to the right side. Having trouble collected, but he's able to stay with it. Is Malcolm Brickhouse. And he gets up to the 30-yard line for a gain of 6. And now whistle goes. Clock stops as the Spartans down on the field. It's Dom DeFrancis, leading tackler for the Steinert defense. Started to get up, and now he's back on his back, and that's not a welcome sight for the Spartans.
No, not in the least. Season that kid's having.
3rd and 3.
Dom DeFrancis, a junior.
30 of the Spartans.
Entered today with 67 tackles on the year, leading the Spartans, 2.5 sacks. He's averaging just under 10 tackles per game this year. He has 7 tackles in every game. And he did eclipse 100 tackles for his career today. On his first tackle, he had 99 coming into today's contest.
You mentioned him being a junior, and then Quinion Simmons, another standout defensive back. He's only a junior.
Yep, Simmons came in today with 20 tackles on the year.
Simmons always seems to come up with a big play when it's needed. Still looking at DeFrancis. He's still down.
Dom DeFrancis on the 30-yard line on the far side near the Spartan sideline. And it looks like now he's finally going to get helped up. Helmet is off for Dom DeFrancis.
Well, he's walking off on his own power, so that's a good sign.
Good sportsmanship there from the Nottingham faithful.
Yep. A lot of bees flying around here.
Yeah, I know. We've had this one pesky hornet coming around here.
Well, before I came up here, I was eating a sandwich down by the food trucks, and every bite I took, a new bee came flying in at me. And people were going, they're pesky, aren't they? I'm like, yeah, they're torture.
Yeah. Pesky isn't quite the word I'd use.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I love fall. I love autumn. But
yeah.
The bees they tend to be a bit more pain in the neckish in the autumn.
They love the stickies and the sweets, you know,
yeah.
the hot apple cider, the donuts.
Well, I was eating a cheesesteak and French fries, and they love that just as much.
Francis off on his own power. And now a 3rd and 3 for the Northstars at the 30. Clock under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. James Rumpf now is in at quarterback. Or at least he'll be taking this snap, and it's a Direct snap to him. He'll take it himself to the left side, but nothing doing for him. Wrapping him up for a tackle for a loss is Makai Blackstone. Steinert defense was all over that one.
Yeah. That's a big loss. You go from 3rd and 3 to, where are they putting it
3rd
down?
and 8, it looks like. Loss of
3rd
5
and
on the play.
yeah,
Or excuse me, 4th and 8. Loss of 5 on the 3rd and 3. And at least for right now, the North Stars are going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, if anything, you wanted to keep that 4th and manageable. And now you got, see what kind of play they come up with here.
Lengthier discussion than usual for Ted Monsieur and the coaching staff.
Well, watch out for Mr. Bosque here.
Yes. Bosque at the top of your screen, number 3 for the North Stars. It's being covered by Quinion Simmons. 4th and 8. And direct snap, Monsieur finds a hole up the middle, first down.
Yep. Right call, right time.
Well, that was, again, a similar play to what we've seen Nottingham run, and that time they worked it to perfection. Dante Vasquez motioning along the line and trying to distract Steiner by snapping that ball ahead of him.
Yep, goes for 11 yards. Huge first down. Without a doubt, the best sustained drive that Nottingham has had this game.
1st and 10 from the 24 for the North Stars. Clock winding down in the 3rd quarter. Will they get another playoff? They break the huddle and go to the line, so it looks like they're at least going to think about it. Clock under 10 seconds now. And they are going to snap it. Brickhouse in motion, and Monsieur fakes the handoff. He takes it up the middle, breaks a couple tackles inside the red zone, down to the 16. And that will finish the 3rd quarter. Nottingham will have a 2nd and 2 inside the red zone to start the 4th quarter, and the momentum certainly on the side of the home team as the North Stars starting to build some offensive consistency. Final 12 minutes coming up here on the WBCB Sports Network. And don't forget, October is Crime Prevention Month, and Mercer County Prosecutor Janetta Marbury reminds everyone that we all play a role in promoting safety awareness and neighborhood unity. Crime prevention is most effective when residents, public safety agencies, businesses, houses of worship, and schools all work together. See something, say something. We need everyone to be involved and energized in their efforts to protect themselves, their family, and their property. Find out more about programs and services offered by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office at www.mercercountyprosecutor.com. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all: new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Andrew Myers alongside Rich Fisher, Ava Fife, and Brian O'Neill with us as well. Thanks for tuning in to the WBCB Sports Network. Here's that 2nd and 2, first play of the 4th quarter for Nottingham. The give is to Dante Vasquez on a pitch, and he has enough for the first down.
We got the 14, okay.
6-6 ball game. Defensive battle between these two Hamilton rivals.
1st and 10 North Stars at the 14.
And it's a 1st and 10 for Nottingham at the 14. They'll have room for one more if they want it inside the 4. But I think regardless of how this ends, you can call this Nottingham's best drive of the day.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Monser hands off to Ernesto Ortiz. Left side, Ortiz. And the ball's on the ground. Ball's loose. Who fell down on it? Looks like Nottingham is going to retain possession. And I think that was caused by his own player. Ortiz ran into one of his receivers throwing a block on the far side.
Well, nothing comes easy for the North Stars.
Nottingham able to fall back down on the ball. Loss of 2 yards on the play.
You're moving, and then all of a sudden, heart attack.
North Stars can catch their breath after that scare. 2nd and 12 from the 16 now. 2 receivers to the right. It's Rumpf and Vasquez, and now Ortiz is motioned out there. Direct snap to Monser. Monser breaks a couple tackles in the backfield and bursts through for a first down inside the 5.
Up the middle.
And now player down for the Spartans, and Fish, that's Isaac Pate.
Oh, man.
Isaac Pate is down for the Steinert Spartans after that first down run from Ted Monser. And now all the attention turns to the star running back and two-way player for Steinert, Isaac Pate.
Wow. I mean, first the Francis goes off, and now the heart and soul of your offense laying on the ground. This is not a pretty sight. Oh, boy. You're just hoping. Now he's getting up.
Yeah, he does have a quick get up here.
All right. I've seen him. He's done that before. On offense, one time he just fell down in the backfield, and then the next play he took it like 60 yards for a touchdown. So he's walking off okay.
Yeah, so Pate will head to the sideline, hopefully for minimal action.
Where are they at? The 3?
For Steinert. Yep, 1st and goal for the 3 after that 13-yard carry from Ted Monser on a 2nd and 12. And the North Stars threatening there.
All of a sudden, Mondesir up to 64 yards.
Monser averaged just under 7 yards per carry across his last 2 games. And he's able to handle that snap a little bit wide to the left, and Steinert able to swallow him up in the backfield.
Yeah, this is where real estate gets tough.
Monser had to make sure he secured that, and now he takes his helmet off. He's coming off the sideline. Yeah, I guess it was just a little bit of an equipment issue for the Nottingham QB.
Would lose 2 on that one?
Yeah, down to the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're Nottingham, you got to get 6 here. You do not want to settle for a field goal.
The North Stars have yet to score points on offense today. Their points came from their defense. Monser takes the handoff to the right side, breaking through, a couple of tackles, unable to get to the goal line though as he's up to the 2.
That was determination, and DeBrew finally brought him down. He looked like a man possessed trying to get in there.
Monser with the slightest of limps as he heads over to the sideline. He's got to be gassed.
Yeah, you would think.
He's been giving the ball a ton on this drive. And he'll make his way back over to the huddle on a 3rd and goal.
You're walking slow.
Yes, taking his time. Ted Monser has been the key man for the North Stars offense today, certainly on this drive.
He's had 7 carries on his drive.
Will they make it 8? Ortiz is the back to the left. 2 receivers to the right. Now Vasquez comes in motion. Direct snap to Monser. Up the middle. Did he break the plane? And they are going to say touchdown. Near referee said touchdown here. Spartans unhappy with the call.
I think he might have gotten over and then got knocked back, and I think that's what Steinert's thinking.
Yeah, Isaiah Pate with his hands up, shaking his head. But it is a rushing touchdown from 2 yards out for Ted Monser. And the North Stars regain the lead. It's 12-6.
Oh, nice drive there by Nottingham. 1, 2.
Alvarez back for the extra point attempt.
16-play drive covering 67 yards.
Chris Alvarez nails the extra point after his first one went wide right. And the North Stars have a 7-point lead, 13-6. We have a flag after the play. And the referee is pointing to somebody on the Nottingham sideline. Still awaiting the signal. I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, though, and yet there is the call on Nottingham.
Nottingham has just got to calm down after these plays are over. Third time now they've gotten a personal foul after the play's over. Well, that's usually when they happen.
13-6 is your score. Nottingham regains the lead. And Ted Monser has his second rushing touchdown of the day. He entered today as the second leading rusher for the North Stars. 3 players with over 200 yards on the ground this year for the North Stars is James Rumpf, Dante Vasquez, and Ted Monser. All 3 of those guys taking snaps at QB this year for Nottingham as well. And now Monser, especially after that drive, is now the leading rusher on this Nottingham team. 8:13 left on the clock in the fourth quarter, 13-6. Nottingham leads it. And now a bit of a squib kick from Ricardi Sherry. It's picked up by Dom DeFrancis. Good to see him back in the ball game.
Absolutely.
DeFrancis cuts it back inside, gets past midfield, and a pretty good return for the Spartans as they're going to be in positive territory starting this drive at the Nottingham 48.
Well, Steinert's got to wake up.
At the North Star 48.
I mean, you know, they have not been good today.
Positive territory to start this drive for the Spartans. Just over 8 minutes left to go in regulation. Isaac Pate is out there, so good to see him back in the game as well. Him and DeFrancis. And they'll give it right to him. Pate on a pitch to the right side, slips through a couple tackles, gets past the 45, and up to the 43. Gain of 5 on the play.
Now that puts him over 100.
Do have a penalty marker on the play though, late, as I think it was Isaac Pate and Gene Busquet were jawing at each other after that one. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct called on the Spartans.
Oh, my.
And I got to believe that was on Pate. Honestly, it kind of looked like after he was taken down by Rumpf, he took the ball and kind of tapped it on Rumpf's helmet.
Oh.
Second and 20.
Not sure if that was enough for the flag or maybe there was some words exchanged after, but regardless, it's a personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on the Spartans, and a 5-yard gain turns into a 10-yard loss. Second and 20. LaGuardia back to pass, but he quickly takes it and runs.
Quarterback keeper, LaGuardia.
LaGuardia gets a gain of 5 on the play. And now time is called, and LaGuardia is down. John LaGuardia is down on the field. Spartans quarterback after taking that keeper.
Well, this is a physical game. Guys are getting beat up.
Third key Steinert player to go down on the last couple of drives. We've seen Dom DeFrancis and Isaac Pate since return. After leaving, coming out a little hobbled, and now LaGuardia is tended to, and he's quick to get back to his feet. It's a 3rd and 15 coming up. We'll see if they keep LaGuardia in there or take him out for a play.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steinert better do something. It's down to 7:30 now. If they have the punt and give the ball to Nottingham and they grind up clock like they did on that last possession, Steinert could be in trouble. They're in trouble now.
Yeah, right. So LaGuardia will not be on the field for this play. Looks like Mekhi Blackstone is going to be the QB. Or, excuse me, that's Quinion Simmons, number 5. Yeah, he is listed as a quarterback as well as a DB on the roster. So Quinion Simmons out there in the gun. Isaac Pate to his left. Motion from right to left. Here's a snap, and Simmons fakes the pass. He's going to take it himself, and Simmons has room to run. Right side, bursting through past the 45, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 41.
Simmons with the carry.
Well, 12-yard pickup.
4th and 3, it looks like.
3, and I think they got to go.
Yeah. LaGuardia back out after missing one play.
42.
Simmons does his job and gets some high fives and helmet taps on the sideline. And now a 4th and 3 for the Spartans with LaGuardia back out. 2 receivers to the left. Pate to the right of the QB. And LaGuardia fakes the handoff to Pate, takes out the middle himself, and he's taken down short of the line to game. Another big defensive stand for the North Stars defense, and they'll take over on downs.
Wow, and that is a play, like I said before. First part of the season, that ball, he's getting through for that first down, and they met him. It looked like there was a hole, then a wall just formed. He ran smack dab into it.
It was a play-action play, and I think Isaac Pate wanted the ball in his hands there after LaGuardia was taken down. I mean, in hindsight, after you see LaGuardia get swallowed up in the midfield and Pate had some room to run on the left side, he looked a bit upset. But another big 4th down stop for the North Star defense, and now Nottingham takes over up 7, 6:34 left on the clock. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Bouncer sends Vasquez in motion. And he keeps it himself after the fake handoff to Ortiz. And no gain on the play. Steinert right there to meet him at the line.
Yeah, who was that carrying?
Monsieur kept it himself.
Okay. He's up to 67 yards now, Monsieur is. And Nottingham is going to take plenty of time.
Neither team yet to use a timeout in this second half, so both have all 3 in their pocket, but Nottingham will try to milk it as much as they can.
If Nottingham gets a first down, I think Steinert's going to have to start using those timeouts.
Past the midway point in the 4th quarter, Monsieur, empty backfield, QB keeper up the middle, and he gets 1 yard. Anthony Maureen among the Spartans in there on the tackle, Jeff DeBrew as well. Haven't really talked about Anthony Maureen much today. He's a sophomore, and he's having a strong defensive season this year for the Spartans.
Who's that?
Anthony Maureen, number 21.
Oh, yeah.
33 and a half tackles coming into today's game. 4.5 tackle for loss and a sack and a half. A lot of career highs on the defensive side of the ball last week against Hopewell Valley for Steinert. Another one for Anthony Maureen. He had a career high 9 tackles against the Bulldogs. 3rd and 9, got to get to midfield for a first down. Monsieur hands off to Ortiz. Ortiz cuts through the line, out the hash marks, gets a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah, I think Nottingham got a little too passive on that possession. I mean, I know you're trying to milk clock, but it took close to a couple minutes off.
Ball spotted at the 44. It's going to be a gain of 2 on the play for Ortiz. And once again, the North Stars punting unit will come out. It'll be Nico Feniello back to return it.
Clock's still running.
Ricardi Sherry will try to pin the North Stars to the Spartans back, and that's a muffed kick. We got a late flag from the backfield. Ball rolls out of bounds at the Spartans' 48-yard line. And let's see about this flag. Officials discussing. Looks like the referee is talking with Thad Richards. And it was a hold called on the Nottingham North Stars, but they're going to decline it.
Yeah, with that punt, I would think so.
Steinert will take over with 4:04 left on the clock. Ball spotted at their own 48-yard line, down 7.
That's just an 8-yard punt, so Steinert got a break. It's up to them to see if they can do anything with it.
Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. The Italian People's Bakery is the best place for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. LaGuardia hands off to Isaac Pate on the first play of this drive. Pate to the left side. Forward progress puts him at the 48. It's a gain of 4. Feels like the Spartans got to get a score on this drive.
Oh, it doesn't feel like it. They have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're down to 3:37 now.
LaGuardia now rarely see this going under center. Feniello motions to the right side. It's a pitch back to Pate. Pate to the left side. He's swallowed up. Couple of North Stars take him down. Malcolm Lusant in there. Ricardi Sherry as well.
Yeah, Lusant had the main hit there and just carried him right out.
Forward progress will keep him at the 48, so officially no gain or loss on the play.
This has been a very frustrating day for the Steinert offense. Nothing they try seems to work.
Under 3 minutes left to go. Spartans trailing by 7. Upset brewing here on Klockner Road.
Yeah, big time.
Here's the snap, throw to the right side, caught by Nico Feniello. Short of the line, the gain is a good wrap-up tackle by Gene Bosquet, but then we get a flag coming in after the tackle.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a face mask to me.
No.
Officials getting together at midfield to discuss this.
I didn't see his arms anywhere near the face mask. Of course, they're on the other side of the field, and we're up here.
Lengthy discussion here between 3 of the officials on the far side. And this is a big call here because if they pick up this flag, it's a 4th down for Steinert.
It's a major call.
And they are going to call the penalty on Nottingham.
What are they calling? Are they calling a face mask?
No, they didn't. He didn't have the face mask motion.
Now what's going on? What?
Well, it's on the North Stars. Referee didn't really make a signal. He kind of just pointed to Nottingham's side. And clearly some confusion.
That was
tough break for the North Stars, though. Oh, they did call a face mask. Okay, face mask was called. And now a flag comes in on this one. Deep ball caught. Isaac Pate into the end zone for a touchdown. No, they're going to say incomplete pass. There was a flag in the backfield, though. So hold on. Ted Monster with the pass breakup. Thad Richards is having a passionate discussion with the referee at the 40-yard line on the far side. It was a great pass from John LaGuardia, maybe his best of the day, and it's not going to count for anything.
Yeah.
Good over-the-shoulder catch by Pate. Well, not a catch, actually, because they ruled it incomplete.
I guess he just never had complete control until it popped out. And now...
Illegal motion on the Spartans.
It's an illegal motion called on Steinert.
All right.
So even if that was a catch from Isaac Pate, it wouldn't have counted.
You know, yeah, it's almost, from Steinert's point of view, it's almost better he didn't catch it, because how deflating would that have been if he'd have caught a touchdown and you didn't, and it got called back.
And now here's something interesting, Fish. I think Nottingham is arguing they want to have the officials look at this and see if that was a catch, because if that was caught by Pate and then potentially fumbled out of the end zone, the North Stars would take over.
Well,
I think Milo McGuire wants to know if this is okay, well, it doesn't matter now, never mind. But a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, no replay.
Opposite ends, no replay, so you got to have the officials just talk it over themselves. But regardless, 5-yard penalty on the Spartans. 1st and 15, 2:22 left to go. LaGuardia back to pass. He's looking deep, over the middle, yes, Feniello! Oh, and it's out of the hands of Ricardi Sherry, who nearly sealed the victory for Nottingham.
Oh, man.
Broken up by Ted Mercer and the North Star.
My goodness.
Spartans looking to pass down late in the 4th quarter. And LaGuardia nearly tossing one into the hands of Ricardi Sherry. Falls for an incomplete pass, though.
I mean, no matter what you do, you don't want to You don't want to give him the ball back.
2 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 15. Line to gain is a 21. Spartans down 13-6. Isaiah Pate in motion, fakes the handoff to him, gives it to Isaac Pate, right side, and he's taken down, and a late flag comes in. I think we're going to get 3 flags come in. I think the initial one's on a horse collar on the tackle on Pate. He got the first down anyway.
Right.
And we'll see what the other 2 flags are. They could obviously all be on the same call, but.
That was a vintage Pate run there for 17.
Yep, first call is a horse collar, and that is the only flag they call. So a horse collar after the first down run from Isaac Pate, tacks on a little bit more. And Steinert has 1st and goal at the 9. Under 2 minutes left to go. 2 receivers to the left side, Makai Blackstone and Nico Feniello. Now the handoff to Isaiah Pate, right to left. Pate finds a hole on the left side, and he's in for the touchdown.
Well, there you go. If it's not one, it's the other. Isaiah Pate, and they did a nice job of blocking there. Pate really didn't have to, he didn't really have much of resistance.
And now we got a late flag coming in. We saw Makai Blackstone and Ricardi Sherry going at each other after the play. Both of them have their jerseys ripped off of one of their shoulder pads. Ricardi Sherry is incessant over on the sideline here.
Well, whatever. We have a massive extra point coming up here.
Yes, Matt James had an extra point blocked. So it's unfortunately like calls on both teams, offsetting penalties.
Steinert. Okay, now they are going to go for the. They're going to kick the extra point. Well, usually an extra point isn't that nerve-wracking, but this one is.
Matt James,
especially with the way they blocked the last one.
Kick
no problem there.
Kick is good. Pressure came from the edge, but Matt James able to secure it. Matt Gill with the hold. And with 1:45 left on the clock at Nottingham High School, we are all knotted up 13 apiece between the Northstars and the Spartans. Steinert needed a scoring drive. They got the scoring drive. A little bit of help from a couple of Northstars penalties. And now it goes back on the Nottingham offense to see if they can put together a game-winning drive and upset the 5-2 Steinert Spartans. Today's game is brought to you by Soul Funeral Home. Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Soul Funeral Home. Soul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at soulfuneralhomes.com. That's soulfuneralhomes.com. Soul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it.
Well, Steinert had to respond, and they did. Their defense came up with a big 3-and-out, got the ball back quick, and then the offense, with the help of 2 really big penalties, a face mask and a horse collar. Nottingham, 7 penalties for 75 yards. Nottingham still with a shot here. I mean, 1:45. If you can get in the field goal range for Alvarez. Short kick.
Yeah, pooch kick. And just making the catch and falling down on it is Blake Sabo for Nottingham. Kind of surprising because Matt James does have a leg to get it downfield.
Yeah.
Blake Sabo.
Maybe they're afraid of somebody returning it for a big one.
Yeah.
10 Northstars.
A couple of players capable of doing that on this Hopewell team.
Well, let's see what happens here.
1:42 left on the clock. It's Nottingham ball, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Chris Alvarez, or I should say the North Stars in general this season, have yet to attempt a field goal, at least according to NJ.com. Now a deep ball, Mouncer looking for Gene Bosquet, and it's broken up. Isaiah Pate in there. Good coverage from Pate.
Yeah, real good coverage.
Looked like it almost fell into the hands of Bosquet, but Pate able to get there to break it up. You got to watch out for that with Gene Bosquet out on the edge.
Oh, yeah, if there's a dangerous deep threat in this game, it's him. And Isaiah Pate saying, see, even though I scored a touchdown, I don't forget my main role is as a defensive back here.
Yes, sir.
2nd and 10, North Stars at the 35.
Isaac Pate and Isaiah Pate scoring the points today for Steinert with a Matt James extra point. Got to throw that in there.
Yep.
And it's a 13-13 ball game as we approach the final 90 seconds of regulation here at Nottingham High School. Jim Wilno, Senior Field. 2nd and 10 for the North Stars. Vasquez in motion. It's a handoff to him, and he fakes the pass over to Monster. Then he has to turn around and throw it away as he's pressured by the Spartans. Anthony Marine in there, and then we're going to get a late flag.
I think that's going to be grounded.
Yeah, it was a late.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't out of, I don't think he was out of the pocket, and there was nobody near where he threw it.
Late decision to throw in that flag from the referee. Now discussion on where to place this ball. Nottingham trying to pull out a little bit of trickery. I mean, you got 3 quarterbacks on the field, so why not?
Yeah, right, yeah.
With Rumpf, Vasquez, and Monsieur.
Illegal man downfield.
Man, it's not going to be intentional grounding. It's going to be an eligible man downfield.
Oh.
North Stars at the 35.
All right.
So it'll be a 3rd and 10.
Steinert declined, I guess.
High snap, caught by Monser. He's back to pass. Pressure coming. Throws to the left side. Has a man, and coming back, and no, not making the catch. Is Ernesto Ortiz. An emphatic call by the official, saying that ball hit the ground. And Ernesto Ortiz was past his guy, but Monster had pressure on him. He wasn't able to get as much behind that pass as he wanted to.
Well, 1:19 left. I mean, they got to get a better punt now than they got that last time.
Steinert has all 3 timeouts.
I mean, they just got an 8-yard punt the last time, and that set Steinert up, put him in business.
Cardi Sherry will punt away. Nico Feniello back to receive. Sherry.
Oh, there you go.
Good kick. And a fair catch called by Feniello. Steinert
1st and 10
will start with the ball at their own 28-yard line. 1:13 left on the clock. 13-13 is your score. If you're just joining us, it's a defensive battle in the first half. Both offenses starting to click a little bit here in the second half, but still some untimely penalties coming back to hurt. Special teams, especially on the punt game, has been fantastic for Nottingham. They blocked 2 Steinert punts and 1 extra point. Both Pate brothers finding the end zone for Steinert. And you got to believe both of them might be involved on this drive for the Spartans.
And let's see what they can do. If they can, I mean, James has a pretty strong foot. If they can get him within.
Empty backfield on this first down play. Late flag comes in on the far sideline. LaGuardia's pass intended for Isaiah Pate was incomplete.
A lot of penalties in this game.
And it's going to be another ineligible man downfield call. It's declined by Nottingham. So it'll be a loss of down. 2nd and 10 for Steinert. And yeah, Matt James, kicking-wise, this year he's 4 for 5 on field goals. His career long is 30 yards. That was his lone field goal made last year. His long from this year is 29. And off to Isaac Pate, up the middle, still breaking through, and he has enough for the first down.
Tackled by 55.
That's the thing, if you're Nottingham, you got to hold your breath, because whenever that kid touches the ball, there's a chance he could go.
First down for Steinert, gain of 11. On the run from Pate. Ball at the 39. Here's the give to Pate again, right side. Between the numbers and the hash mark. Dives through for a couple extra yards. Timeout called by Steinert after the run. 51 seconds left on the clock. It's a gain of 8 on the play for Pate. A 2nd and 2 coming up for the Spartans.
Well, when it's crunch time, what do? You ride your horse. And Pate is the guy. You know, he's the guy that's carried him this far. And if you have enough, you have the timeouts, so you can stop the clock, you go with him. Now, if you didn't have any timeouts, you wouldn't be able to utilize them. And now pretty much 51 seconds left, 50.9.
And now if you're going to base off of James's history as a kicker, his career long a 30-yarder, you're looking at about the 13, 14-yard line for Steinert to get to make it a 30-yarder. So still about 40 yards to go for Steinert to get into Matt James's range, or what we assume is Matt James's range.
My geometry grades are 8 now.
51 seconds left on the clock. Steinert
2nd and 2.
looking for their first 6-win season under head coach Thaddeus Richards. They've improved in all 3 years. 4 wins in year 1 in 2023. They had 5 last year in a 5-6 season. And now with a win today would put them at 6 and 2. Second and 2 for the Spartans from their own 47. Isaac Pate's got the ball in the last 2 plays. Chunk yardage for the Spartans running back. Fakes the handoff to Pate. LaGorda back to pass. And now he's looking for Pate. And the pass deflected. Brian Nujama getting his hands up, getting nice and tall to deflect that pass away.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. I guess you're figuring they're looking at Pate and try to sneak a pass in there. Nottingham was more than ready for it.
Third and 2 with a pair of timeouts for Steinert.
Third and 2, Spartans.
Pate the lone back with LaGorda in the gun. Give his to Pate. Right side. Second effort. Has enough for the first right at midfield.
Tackled by 24. Roman.
Timeout.
Yep. Spartans will use their second timeout
First down, Spartans.
of the half.
Timeout, Spartans.
39 seconds left to go on the clock.
Yeah, now you got you got to use that last timeout wisely. It's like when you get 3 wishes from the genie. You can squander away those first 2. You got to be careful on that 3rd one. I mean, if you're Steinert, you'd really like to get a chunk play down the field and get out of bounds, not have to worry about it, and then maybe try to hand it off to Pate. And if he gets a good gain, he can spike it and try it again, and then use a timeout to kick the field goal if he doesn't score. But it all depends on what you do on this play coming up.
Well, yeah, this is where it gets interesting as a play caller for Steinert. Because obviously your star guy is a running back. You can give it to him and see if he can make something on the ground. But
well, you don't want to do it on the ground now, because then you're going to
one time out.
Yeah, you're going to burn it. You got to try to. And Nottingham's going to try to guard those sidelines.
But playing off of that, if Nottingham's going to continue to bring extra guys and send some pressure,
yep,
why not try for a bit of a deep ball maybe? 2 receivers to the right. Nottingham sends 5. And LaGorda is going to wheel out to the right himself. And gets out of bounds. Good gain for the Spartans QBs. He gets up to the 43, gain of 7.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job stopping them, but on that draw up the middle, but I haven't seen him go outside and got his best gain of the day.
Yeah, and you're surprising to not see that because LaGuardia is a good runner.
Yeah.
And if they're stuffing him in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and you want to go outside now.
Why not try to roll it out?
You got to go outside to get out of bounds.
2nd and 3 from the 43. Spartans still need around 30 yards to get into Matt James' field goal range. 33 seconds left on the clock. Matt Gill in motion right to left. Here's the snap. LaGuardia fakes the handoff. He's looking to pass. He throws it over the middle on the run and intended for Mekhi Blackstone, but it's incomplete. And a bit of a dangerous pass, too, right over the head of Dante Vasquez.
Well, this game didn't disappoint where excitement is concerned. I mean, it's as tense as you can get, I guess. Are you tense, Andrew?
A little bit, yeah.
I am because I have a 4 o'clock deadline. 3:45, actually, I've been told. So
I think that's something you can call pesky, those pesky deadlines.
Yeah, I definitely got another word for them. Especially when they're 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's a not safe for work word you're talking about there.
Yes.
LaGuardia hands off up the middle to Pate. Pate to the right side.
Pulled off
out
of bounds
by Gene Bosco.
No,
gets out of bounds.
No, they're saying he did. First they said keep it going, then they said no.
At the 30-yard line. And Thad Richards just making sure that he doesn't have to burn his last time out here.
Right.
And, yeah, the clock's going to run after the first down, so I think they're going to spike it here. LaGuardia gets everybody in motion, snap, and Klopp stops with 17 seconds left on the clock. Richards and the Spartans still have that last time out.
Oh, right. He didn't go out, but that's right. The first down stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a game that's really going to test Steinert's mettle going into the playoffs, that's for sure.
Yeah, 2 strong tests for the Spartans, even if they lose last week against Hopewell Valley.
Right, but I mean, this one, you know, you gotta win this. You want to go in on a high note. Right. You don't want to go in having lost to a 1-7 team, even though they are your rival.
Right. Here's the snap, give to Pate again. Right side, Isaac Pate coming back into the middle now. Spun down inside the red zone, another first down. And now the Spartans will take their final timeout with 10 seconds left.
Tackled by Cherry.
Yeah, at least, at minimum.
Well, 10.2.
Spark.
Now you don't have a timeout to call if you run a play and you want to get a field goal attempt.
Yeah, from right here, you're looking at about a 35-yarder. Matt James' career long is 30.
It's suddenly Isaac Pate is up to 171 yards.
171 yards for Isaac Pate. And it puts him over 3,000 yards for his career. He did 163 today.
He's got 64 on these last 2 drives. Well, I'm not sure what you would do here. I guess you got to try to take a shot in the end zone. The passing game just has not really been there where you feel really confident about going for it, or maybe you do. I don't know. Thad Richards knows his players better than we do. I don't know if you can try another Isaac Pate run.
Oh, we just saw Matt James walk into the huddle, and then he walks off. He's wearing the pink gloves. Number 17 over by the 30-yard line for Steiner. It's still waiting on the sideline.
I mean, right now it's about a 36-yarder.
10 seconds left on the clock. 1st and 10 from the 18 for the Steiner Spartans in a 13-13 ball game. Battle of Clockner Road 2025 coming down to the wire. And now we're going to get a false start on the Spartans. A false start called on the Spartans. And that's probably going to alter your plans if you're Thad Richards.
Oh, yeah, it is. Wow, and then if you're talking about trying to get a field goal, those are valuable yards you just lost. Now you're looking at a 40-yarder.
Ball spotted at the 23 for Steinert.
Wow.
What do you do if you're Thad Richards? 3 receivers to the left side, Feniello and Gill stacked.
I say you flood the zone and try to get one up there.
Here's the snap. LaGorda back to pass, throwing to the right side for Isaiah Pate, and a flag thrown. I think we're going to get defensive pass interference here.
Oh, man.
It looked like a little tug of the jersey of Isaiah Pate. Flag came out immediately. Gene Bosquet and Dante Vasquez on the coverage. I think it was Bosquet who had the tug, and they waved the flag off. Okay. No flag on the play. With 6 seconds left to go. And now the Spartans are going to bring Matt James out.
Yep.
For a 40-yard kick. Potential game winner.
Well, he's got a strong leg. And I'll tell you what, he could erase a lot of frustrations today between the punting game and the kicking game. And now what?
Milo McGuire is going to ice him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Timeout Nottingham. Steinert Spartans 5-2 on the year against the 1-7 Nottingham Northstars. But as we mentioned time and time again in this game, you can throw the records out the window.
Yep.
And it's been a heck of a battle between these two Hamilton rivals.
That's been proven today, that old cliche.
So.
I remember one time in a Thanksgiving game back in the 80s, the coaches got mad at me because I said, this is when you could write more snarky and nobody would, usually you get away with it, but there were like a ton of interceptions in the game. And I said, well, if you threw out the records in this game, they probably get intercepted. Coaches didn't like that.
All right, folks, here we go. 6 seconds on the clock, 13-13 ball game, and it's Matt James, the Steinert kicker, who's going to try to start this one and win it for the Steinert Spartans. His career long's 30. This one's a 40-yarder. Gill with the hold. Kick is up for Matt James, and it's good!
Wow.
It's good!
Wow, 2 seconds left, and James nails it. And I tell you what, Andrew, this is talk. You just talk about digging down deep. If you're Steinert, they just did that today, and I got to get down on that field quick and try to get James before he disappears into the huddle. I will check with you later, buddy.
Yes, sir. Matt James with what right now stands as the game-winning field goal from 40 yards out. There are 0.2 seconds remaining on the clock. So Steinert is going to have to kick this one away, but you got to imagine they're just going to pooch it and squib kick it. And what a story written here by Matt James, the senior. Nailing a 40-yard field goal, his longest of his career. And it had the distance to be good from a little bit further, too. And the Steinert Spartans are less than a second away from escaping and grabbing their second consecutive win against Nottingham. It's about to be a heartbreaking loss for the Nottingham Northstars. And the Spartans continue to celebrate on the field before they're about to kick this ball away. Matt James is going to do the duties. And barring an absolute miracle here for the Nottingham Northstars, we will talk to Matt James, our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. You can check out that interview right here on our YouTube channel or on our social medias at WBCB_SN, Twitter and Instagram. Pooch kick up in the air. caught and falling down on it is Eric Borakan, and the clock hits triple zeros, and the Steinert Spartans with a fantastic victory to move to 6-2 on the year. Matt James with a game-winning 60-yard field goal, and the Steinert Spartans again defeat their crosstown rivals Nottingham Northstars. 16-13 is your final, and what turned into a very entertaining game. Sloppy at times, 6-6 ball game at halftime. And at the end of the day, it's the Steinert Spartans who come out on top. And Matt James with the game-winning 40-yard field goal, career long for the senior kicker, giving the Spartans their 6th win of the year. They improved from their 5-win mark a year ago, and now they're turned toward the playoffs under third-year head coach Thaddeus Richards. That'll just about do it for us today on the WBCB Sports Network. A big thank you to our sponsors: Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Capital Health System, Kessel Dermatology, New Jersey Education Association, Friends of Flynn Stillwell 25, Saul Funeral Homes, Hamilton Township Democratic Co., Chris Auto Body, Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Hamilton Township Division of Health, Holtam and Ford, Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trentonian, and as always, the Italian People's Bakery. For our camera operator, Brianne O'Neill, our VE, Ava Fife, the Hall of Famer, Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers, signing off from Nottingham High School. Steinert with a 16-13 victory. Matt James with a game-winning field goal late in this one to give the Spartans a victory and close out the regular season with a 6-2 record and another win in the Battle of Klockner Road. Thanks for tuning into this one. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell to get notified for all of our live games coming up. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. This has been Nottingham and Steinert, a New Jersey high school football game here on the WBCB Sports Network.